Need 100.9 FM. So it was a say we would do a video no ato ha say hey me my Ghana and Tina we are synchronwa production crew I crowd the Jordan Adama Jero Sajma Freeman and I suffer Freeman and I are my film papa yeah, check good live on Facebook and YouTube. The WhatsApp line you activate here 0503721744 0503721744. And nay ya wada September busum that so edunai. Fan ye ko ye no mabusuafo. Sit do ho I think ayeno. Love yourself because we are limited edition. They say we are limited edition, so love yourself. And yet the bia na obey bibi dear pleasing for love yourself. Do what your heart desires. Do what to make you happy. Do what to make you fulfilled. What you say? I yeah the ho beto do ho minia and sana betimi ado bi no. Say one no ho a ebeye dem papa. Let's see and naked na e wo mu no. On say wo ho no mo bibi eni bi kasa kire wo. Ai ebi no say e nyame ho kronkron. Ebi nso say e your intuition. Ebi nso say it is a little voice. What you say? It is the wo gidi bia no. So mo sa na tie sa eni ketwa na eye tai ekasa kire wo no. Tie sa ne no. Ai ade bo ho no ma wo ye a wotimu say bibi ka cho ade a wo ye de me nu ensem fata wo. Ye wo ye de enko ye dai. Ye wo ye de me nu ye dai. Ye wo ye de we de mfata wo. Ana so ka wo ye no ye wo betimi Obon say enne no epia osa na fe eduru ba bia no ai because so be kwa adwo na be kwata but enne at this particular moment listen to that still voice, that small voice listen to it. What you say and na fe so say wo yare a me nua nya bere ne kwa yare sabia kwotwo ho yare entwempo say yare beba e wo mu akọ hospital court ye total check up from head to toe. Minia enye de bia na be so pampan ko fence krom akọ pre ne mama masom ye de bia na pap ko bie shop akotena ho obo ono ma chese sika no ho oyi bia to o yare kwa oyi bia to adura no no ene ya hey madam mister wo be kwa ma obi a wan no ampam on ne ba be enjoy your sweat it me so easy can be never go hospital never go show ho awon so so yo obi wate esa wo ye strong say de be ya obetimi atena se ache didi kama enye de bia na niema ya chichi to de bia green ya ye die mu okrom na wakototo nkonto mere kakra friends kanto se kakra wato momoni ana wo ko bibi wa betwi ne kama mu wabo ampesi papa bi ahwie wo ngopa bi aguso watena se atete awia ma home aka ho ama wari azie sa open na be fo kwan so a open restaurant papa bi na kwagigi dem wo ho na didi ma wo ho me enka wo ho e wo mu a take some days off what you say na kope hotel bi jojo wo ho aba life is too short to so far life so serious what you say edru ba bia na wakwajojo wo ho kakra na wo so agi wani kakra na esika no a eba no kra no ehunu se nipa me ba ne hwe no or enjoy me and say the bia no abosika boa na da ampase na wo yare kura wo ese wo di bi ko hospital na wo da ko wo be ko wo kwa sika na nkoso na ho obi a wa no ampam wonni ba bi kura ofiri onna be ba benjo are yaze etimesrew esika no wo ho a dibi enjoy and afen so fanamfo build social support asore na wo mu fanamfo adwuma mu na wo fanamfo baby area potamo a wotie independent komo fan adamfo what you say etura bia bie kakra wadwani kakra wona wonamfo nom ko bosiri hehe kakra edu time esa wo ya adwuma so aye serious to adwuma ho kama etimi so build social support na fe so bibi ha wani independent ho komo odo bibi tete wabrabo a eni onipa eni ho komo. You see, a problem shared is half solved. so wotimi ne obi di ho nkomo a nya obi nipa ba ko mienu bi a bibi kyere wadua obetimi akọ mo nche na no ma akọkye no ma kodi ho nkomo no ma mu afutuo no ma mu akwankyere enye de bia na ade be hye wo ho ɛna ho dakoro bo hu ane se tim eduru ba bia ne ma hye wo so wo se wo su ayere ho su the sun ye duro papa I'm telling you they say eduru ba bi na ne momo aye den ade awrehwa be hye wo kra so a wo ye oba o wo ye bemmo menua su pa hye wo dem hye wo pem na su ema wan kasa hu say yes na de matini so wi anu apepo anim not yes abonten wo na wo call yes be mensu ene ye ne be mensu nti na problems na be ma wo de ho ene ho wontimi ni obi ni ho komo ene me ni obi koka ho asem a e be kasa menye be ma ena mikosu a e be kasa menye be ma menua me say eyi de so pa so na de awrehwo e hye wo kra so a menua su hye wo piem na su eduru niema esere nso so ene ene egagum kwa sere ahun owo because we pressure wo ho real pa stress real depression omo ase si aso no ma dwunu akon nyina yade real ben wo pa enti wo jeja wo ho na ne ma no be fa wo nomum ahwe ade a wapi we ne nkwansam a medi gya wa hwia yi aha ye neat 100.9 FM them say me no fit jump ebusuafo mi si ha chia mo pi kwade na mi si ha no mo achia mo no na mejina yankasa me wofa honorable Ken akompreko ohene Japan anemo ema mu nyina ha o echiachia mu nyina na mesrema busuafo hwe asem a ye kan ibinu afan say ya agro nyagro ye ne bresem what you say ye ne bresem pa. It is time Ghanaians elect a radical leader to make radical changes, to take radical decisions that will benefit Ghana. Yene meke kankono. Se yampo obi obekati niema so. Da. Bedu baby wo don sabe hwo no mu aka. Wente. Wo a be sa mistake no. Aka se wo dwene wo yafunu ho nne. Enne de wo benya adie na wo dwene ho no. Dwene daache. Delegates. Dwene daache. What I say enwene ne wo benya ne se si ya no. Na enton wo kra. Esa ba mmobo se. Ese obenyansafo. Ya ne de Jerry obenyansafo ye bune be ye nka na sebe no ena broni be ka say a word to a white is enough bari azie enti abusuya me de mi betu mofo me nya delegates enna me ti se binum ka say ena ra we kra no ensem okeka ka ne ade asa obi na hwemi o na kwa me despite doctor and na me dan eni nyame apart from nobody takes care of me ye ma de amam nyama de we me ye de me ho beto me nya ne obi ade aze eti nyame ya dum a wo kyene me so kyene me nyame ya dum me da ebe e nyina work no ebekobi opportunity ya we your friend show down work ade aze show down na beka what you say? You be show down. You go show down work. To be a mara no fan who made you. What you say? And nothing yapu. Na yen tom message no. Timu pono yen tom. Ehia o mai ho do. Yen no Ghana. Ya wo hwe nipa bi ye wo mo ya o no man yi da. I don't blame those people. I don't blame Ghana for omo nwini wo man yi ho. Don't blame them. Because in penyuphobia yenye gidie wo mumu no mama yense sifom Mama yensa esifom. It me I don't blame anybody. But ye pe leader obeba obetimi amu ahunu emfaso a ewo oman ho do emu. Sa obedo wo man. Faso wo mu. What I say? Because ya ni kan anno ye ho anno Ghana. Oman ye betete. I'm telling you. And Chaka Siapa and Comma Honorable Ken or Hene Akompreko a Japan and o campaign team. Mami BIAMAH me mighty crew. Yenina McJerry your friend saying do Damiado, you of Adakabre. Yenina ye chiamo at yas ye. And Yaman Guanamteha, ye crew and ye waha. Yet me ya chiamu nyina ya chiano abokan woni wo team na ya mamo ha e chiamo ya tamo chi ampi wupo ya tamo chi se fu vim nyanya wadi asia mamu mbohu ya fam musa ofam ya fam wa chi sa chacha hwe ya fam wa chi sa chacha na mi bia to mama na oba be kasa ko no ko hwe boy no mama ya fam wa chi sa chacha wate ya ne mo na ekwa na eba and I feel me of honorable Boache Jacob, baby, I will be off my how. And I Jenny Boatin, and I'm my baby, I will be Nana Woni, and I make you we. Dr. Christopher Ampedu, the Samaritan man, and Dr. Shadrach Ajete, that's one, baby, I will be a Michiao. Prophet Dr. Kofidro, and Mama Rita, and I feel Reverend Eugene appear red do Papa. Mama Sandra, Echiamo Ewie. Obia wotie me awie mechiao. E kwa banam de semo de bia baba tudwana etie for me nyina abobo ho ansana ena wie discussions no ye de ahyehye so twentwen me basisi a. Waja show. Kaja Israel kaba Egypt kaja Ethiopia Sudan waja show. Kaja Igushima wani me kona me waja show. So Timbuktu, Ghana, Mali, Sumanguru, what you're shown.
1C is very, very clear. Article 97 1C says, a member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament. C, if he is absent, without the permission in writing of the speaker, and he is unable to offer a reasonable explanation to the Parliamentary Committee on Privileges from 15 sittings of a meeting of Parliament during any period that Parliament has been summoned to meet and continues to meet. The import of that article is to the effect that, yes, a member can choose not to attend the sittings of Parliament. A member, if he wants not to attend, but wants to be recorded as being absent because a permission has been granted, that permission has to be granted by the Speaker in writing. That is what guides attendance to the House. And you can choose not to attend. Now, when you choose not to attend, depending on your own action, you could be marked as absent, and that means without permission, or absent with permission. Now, the with permission means there's evidence, not oral, but in writing, that the Speaker has granted you that permission to be absent. And so the burden will now shift onto you as a group to show evidence that my good self has granted you permission to absent yourselves in writing, not verbal. We have two documents. One is the official report. The official report will definitely capture what the minority leader stated that day, that any time a colleague of yours is to attend court proceedings, you will solidarize with that colleague, and you will be absent to participate with that colleague in the court proceedings. So the official report will capture that. Now, anytime you want to do so, if you want the permission in writing of the speaker, you have to seek it. If you don't seek it and you don't have it, you will be recorded as absent, and that is without permission.
Inclined judges, because this government has carried out a deliberate policy of putting their people on the bench. It's more than 80 towards 100 and counting. He's packed the courts, and we know that they've packed the courts because they want to avoid accountability after they have left office. And so all manner of people who are known to have been partisan, to have been executives of their party, who are in the legal profession, are being leapfrogged into the superior courts and other places. We must be prepared as NDC legal persons to also go onto the bench so that we can balance out, the judiciary. Currently, the judiciary is packed with NPP inclined judges, because this government has carried out a deliberate policy of putting their people on the bench. And so I encourage some of you to look at careers on the bench so that we can balance out what the current situation is.
It is worth noting that central banks are not commercial banks. Bank of Ghana's current financial condition would not negatively impact on the operations of the bank. The IMF Technical Assistance Mission validated this conclusion before the necessary decisions were taken. In their opinion, the Bank of Ghana was policy solvent and will remain so, as it had enough income to cover monetary policy operational costs. The Bank of Ghana had sufficient capital, amounting to about 15% of its total liabilities. Its recommendation was for the bank to retain all future profits, and a reassessment should be made in the year 2027. The bank will also manage to reduce its operational costs during this period. Ladies and gentlemen, in all these, the Bank of Ghana has acted within the applicable laws. It is not true that the Bank of Ghana has been providing financing for government every year. There has been zero financing in 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2021. The Bank of Ghana has only had to support in the pandemic year of 2020 and the crisis year of 2022. The Bank of Ghana Act, as amended, limits financing of the government to 5% of the previous year's tax revenue. This provision in the law has been adhered to since I took office in April 2017. Between 2017 and 2019, in addition to the requirements of the Act, the bank signed a memorandum of understanding with the Ministry of Finance to even impose a tighter restriction of zero central bank financing. And this was observed strictly, even though the MOUs were not legally binding. Between 2012 and 2015, the bank provided overdraft to finance government and Cocoa Board every year, and there was neither a pandemic or a global economic crisis.
Responsibility of the president and by extension to the Minister of Interior, is the safety and security of its citizens, which is vested rightly in the hands of the Inspector General of Police. And by extension to preserve our democracy. And Mr. Speaker, we collectively want to preserve this democracy. So what the deputy leader is seeking is that the Honorable Minister, this House, must take interest in conducting a thorough forensic audit into the leaked tape. Mr. Speaker, in order to establish the veracity or otherwise of what is contained in that tape. And more importantly, Mr. Speaker, to preserve the professional integrity of the Inspector General of Police and to protect him thereon. And probably, Mr. Speaker, when we probe it and we are satisfied, we may even decide that going forward in this country, this is the way we want an IGP to be determined or appointed. Ghana would.
I even promised Commander Asari that if he himself will even come, then I'll go with him to the president so that I will sit down so that he will not talk to the president directly. But he told me that day he was traveling. So he wanted one KB, who should say police superintendent, to come and join me. He will equally say the things they know about the IGP. So he called JB on phone. I spoke to him. He said a lot on phone, and I told him, okay, Sunday, 3 o'clock, I'm going to book an appointment to go with you to the president. He said yes, he will be with me at that time. The Sunday, I called the JB. My friend, where are you? Meet me at Afrikuko. I drive with you to the president's place. He said, oh, he was in the Eastern region for a program. So I said, but you say you were coming, such an important thing, you people came to my office. And now you go and meet the president and I'll go there with you. You won't go. I was so disappointed. So I decided that I need to get the information properly. And the proper way was to look for a tape to tape all what we have been discussing so that I will know where to send it. So that when I send it to the president or anybody, they can't deny, neither somebody will think that I am concocting things. We chiefs who don't like to lie, if I tell lie, I'll die. So the truth of the story is that the tape is correct, the voice they are there, and they came to me.
What did you tell Prophet Buri Nabu after the tape had leaked?
It could be either I called him or he called me, asking me about what has happened. And then he started, initially, he knew or he thought, let me choose my words carefully, he thought it was his father that leaked the tape, that recorded us and leaked the tape. So when he called, he condemned his father for that singular act of his, that you invite people to your office, you record them and then put it out into the public domain. But later, upon further inquiries, remember I'm a policeman. For investigations, I'm very smart. But that side, when we meet in camera, you will know who did the recording, who was sent by who, and on what promise to who. You will get it when we meet in camera. And you will see that this inquiry that has been set up, it will either be a causing financial loss to the state by somebody.
Yes, my good brother. Why were you trying to tell the committee that you were a good investigator?
I'm sorry, apologies.
Yes, because you can't set your own exams, and then when you finish marking, you want to give yourself a grade. Well, I'm only poking fun, but okay, let my sister finish, then you conclude.
Carry on.
Oh, go ahead.
Superintendent, Chief Bugri Nabu informed this committee that wasn't the full tape. You are also alluding to the fact that the tape is doctored. Why do you think somebody would dock that tape? And if so, who do you think would have done this?
Honorable Chair, these are some of the matters that I've promised the committee that I want to do it in camera because it concerns national security. It's a serious matter. I want to do it in camera.
My last question. Let me take you to page 76 of the transcript. I think our last sitting. Mr. Mensah said, Mr. Chairman, my intel suggests that what was used to tape the conversation was done by the current IGP. He sent some people to do it, after which he went for it. So the tape from my intel is with the IGP, and he caused it to be leaked. So if this committee wants the tape, the right person to call blah blah is the IGP. And then I want to know, why do you think Commissioner Mensah will make such a statement?
Honorable Chair, with your indulgence, I also have the same intel. I also have the same intel that the IGP agreed with Bugri Nabu after Bugri Nabu had gone to inform the IGP that somebody wants your post, so he has come to me. To the extent that the CV that was collected from Commissioner and sent to Bugri Nabu by those boys, they are prepared to come here and testify. They collected it, sent it to Bugri Nabu. Bugri Nabu gave the CV that was intended for the appointing authority. He gave it to the IGP. I would be happy that I say more when I'm in camera, because it is not a healthy development at all. I have listened carefully to the tape three times. The one that was played when Chief Bugri Nabu appeared before you, and then the 2 times the tape was played. I listened carefully to it. Bugri Nabu didn't say that when he called me, I threatened him. What he did was that when he called, I just hung up the phone. And then later on, his son, maybe you can play it again, you hear this one. His son came to tell him, that he said, my son came to tell him that I have threatened him that he will see, that trying to suggest that I threatened him through his son, Prophet Emmanuel Tei Bugri Nabu, but not him directly. That was not what he said, Honorable Chair.
Did you have any discussion with Prophet Bugri Nabu after the audio had leaked?
Of course, yes, Honorable Chair.
Tei Bugri called me and said, Daddy, one police officer want me to bring him to your office. And I asked him for what? He said, he can't tell me, I will bring him to you, then maybe he will tell you why he wants you for. So I said, okay, he can come with him. So it is Asari who came with my son. When Asari came and introduced himself to me, that is a police commander Asari, he wanted to come and see me. And I said, okay, here I am, you can go ahead. And what he said was what I just going to say. He said they want me to come, he want to come and see me so I could talk to the president. And that what is going on is not the best. So to talk to the president about what? He said the IGP is not with the government or the party. If we want to use him for 2024 election, we cannot reach the 8 that we are talking about. So I asked him why. He said it's an NDC. I said, how come NDC will become IGP? Why you waited, he been given the post, and this time of the day, you are coming to talk. Have you mentioned it? Have you seen the president? He said he's a party member. He's been in this party, and that message has reached the president. But the president is not interested in changing the IGP. So they have already sent so many people to him, and at long last somebody said, maybe if I could pick a word, I could also give a word to the president, maybe he will listen. And I said, okay, I can't listen, I can't go unless you let me convince that the man is an NDC. If I go and say without knowing, and later discover that what I'm telling the president is not true, the president will not have respect for me. And as a chief family member of the party, or party official, I don't want to go and talk something that later they'll say I say, and it's not true.
Motion that the Narcotics Control Commission Amendment Bill 2023 be now read the third time. Minister for Interior.
Right Honorable Speaker, I move that the Narcotics Control Commission Amendment Bill 2023 be now read the third time.
The question is that those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The motion is carried.
An act to amend the Narcotics Control Commission Act 2022, Act 1019, to insert Section 43 to empower the minister to grant a license for the cultivation of cannabis, which has not more than 0.3% THC content on dry weight basis for industrial purposes, for obtaining fiber or seed, or for medicinal purposes.
Honorable members, the Narcotics Control Commission Amendment Bill 2023 is deemed read the third time and passed.
We have seen 4 pieces and need one assassin. Hey, I have some hair. Allah. I was at 1.9 and was so good with you. Now, I sent me to Janet from my bamo, and my bedroom my drink. And I know Mampany any lawyers in the Cocosia. Mampany Kai said a back at us share project and canny grimoire. What could be papa? Na penny pencil, 1 more year, Juman Cassa a fight corruption. The same say am pampa as corruption a fight. 2016 at that time I'm Mampany and Nado. When the NPP, one more ya benway, one more cassa corruption at Dukro and San Okubwa, and to one more barbe fight corruption, and a honor started day, a policies a who draw guac. Now, ya quarter 2020, a banner. Ya a campaign money at the corruption fight, and I say, home come a bonny at the night, said that papa. I said that. Na makwa sa corruption perception index if we are first majority California from saying CPI corruption perception index for 1 more year because started 2015 at 1 more babesi 2020 next year in the year 2015 at the all marking over 100 Age 2015 at that time, na mampanyida da mahama na tia kunya so. Womu nya 47 over 100. Ghana, nya 47 over 100. Enna ye ba bedu 2016. 2016 so a CPI for buy yen. Won be mark yen na corruption fight no ati aba form. Ni ejina 43 over 100. Enna ni age. 2015 2016, na mampanyida da mahama e penso. Okun anu okun editi aketashe prekan kani dream mark e wonyaye 2015 47 2016 43 ba any about 2017 at that time na NPP aban e na abet no meya abanwa it 2017 no womunya 40 over 100 according to CPI 40 over 100 2018 and womde ba akoka ho nya 41 over 100 2019 Omo maintaining ye 41 over 100. And na ye ba 2020. 2020, omo sa pejai equal 43 over 100. 2021, ye da sujina 43. 2022, ye da sujina 43 over 100. Aka 2023, yeah, I mean, said definitely. And also so ebeba. Na sa 43 ye jina year, you know, and to him kranwa 2015, my penina da mahama eborn homode in the fight against corruption. Odinya 47 and na ne west in 2016 no ebe 43 enti ensemo ampanyi na na kufuado eka ese wo matu ketase fight against corruption hwan ne ade na wo mu gina 43 no na che se wo mu best 43 no west of Mahama What I say? Eh, west of Mahama. And in that fight, no dear any dear no di go kwam o de fight here. What the mummy entie saa ani ye wi a na fe e bia homa na atomo se won so kire wadwene. Sanye bia ban we e betena menya banwa so from 2017 till date. Omo fight against corruption no akoyie anase sen e na
Them say me no fit jump. Them say you no fit jump. Them say we no fit jump. Them say we no fit jump. Them say you no fit jump. Them say we no go fit jump. I'm a girl when you want to my boy na cha cha catch my walk wa ba. Kaya jinjin sa ni ma ba wa. Na gbe wa you know. Kaya jinjin sa ni ma ba wa. Padi kete bu you know. Kaya jinjin sa ma ba wa. Kumre kwedu. Kaya jinjin sa ni ma ba wa. Kumre kwedu.
Yeah, busianfo enne no a mafia me big time. It me say me bia homa na atomu sa anya bia aban fight against corruption no wo sha wa yade wa kona nim san enetie looking at enhweso me dey amai from 2015 baby ani agina 47/100 ama say 2022 ya begina 43/100 ubetimi afre na wonso ode opinion for the aba 0302243540. Hello.
Maybe MAAME soja what to say.
Ami andumo me ho ya na mpacho nso e.
Ya media wa na famu dio aka woni na Akufo-Addo de amba ya boa me.
De na me ya de aboa wo do. Enko.
So we dey na ko ma mbia di.
Udi ni baby afre.
What you say? We wa uni abe ma no kure asa me ka se Africa so ba bia ha wa kuzi tutu no container na to ababa no gum no gate na no na migine. Mamencha okoni di share chairman to soja na memo na baso. Obapa o mampani na Akufo-Addo odada no ho ano ata Ghana fo. Ye wa ha Australia visa kanda ɛyɛ pious agyedi a wɔte sɛ nkɔfoɔ binom a wɔde nsɛntwerɛfoɔ binom din ɛtoo sɛ nkɔfoɔ no so ɛde wɔn kɔ Canada Australia ɛma yɛ deport wɔn ɛno koraa yɛ one yɛyɛ papa yi ɔyɛ ɔka Canada Japan campaign team ho a yɛfrɛ no afɛd ɔbi yɛ ɔsɛn ho ahɔn yi ɛsesa 11 ɛkɔgu ntabodan mu 2 bedrooms yi a wɔde 135,000 Ghana cedi ɛde kɔdi lunch ɔno koraa so ayi PPA boss a wɔno nso wɔbɔ donko bi ɔno nso ne deɛ akɔsi sɛn yɛwɔ ha Asante regional chairman ni company ɔma panin na Akufo Adina egyina simpie so abere ko akura kɔnto kura mpo mu ayɛ yɛyɛ maame yɛ na Cecilia brother pa ne letter wɔde kɔma no uti ɔma panin statement wɔde ba ya ɛkyɛ clearly sɛ ɔma panin kura pepa maame no so wɔnyɛ bɔne biara wɔakyerɛ ɔma panin ne nya atoma wɔyɛ sɛ wɔno wa fight corruption no fight no wai so na wɔ pamo no kura po ɛkyerɛ so wa pamo ɔnyɛ hwee obi to azo.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Ajani mo yanko.
Afena atom.
Yankwae.
Ajani mo ni. Yo, avango bari avo ekiakia onanyimire. Urozu meko showdown na de kobra. Uba mzume yo showdown. Nemo nyine menyina ko. Yamika.
Janbo.
Yamika nyane se.
Ejanbo.
Hello.
Eho na makoma wo. Edu wo se wo mpire na be nua makwa meko maame wanya hwe. Why?
Metu maame foto oba so mpamo. One bar no more charge. Kajambo is one cassette. Yatu will be for 2 prison. Mr. Collection ya obo so ya odi furu home. Make na ke kanipa bebra. One way this you ya titi wa mko 2 prison bi kura ko wu. Bi kura ya lawyer for ni ade. Mo ba na ko abo. The NTI ni weje wo ya collection ya cheni ko tumu. Ana na adu ko beli no. Ana say what do o mani fika ni ya jano. If the 1 point something 1 billion omo je sama wo yom e ma nde ko e. Eno anya collection. What sign? Mexicano was one. You catch them, Mexicano Mamon Kuyi. Late for my after Mexicano Famano. More for so you can man to TBD. More and your corruption. Who evident idea? Tell any of your fine case. Takoma, I know of a Japanese. The entity woman. Now, my kind of terrace are now Kabu and now because I have no one can do. Meaning, FPP, no corruption. Then I go the work on right and waka.
Hello, good afternoon.
MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO.
Epacho Oroboni.
Yo, MAAME, yango ponshira papa na juma pa obo. Epacho me chiam papa ba umia don noa na eko.
Ojo suka.
Too sure. MAAME. Me pacho omompani kan esekata asuke. Nyame anim no watu ase. No kwale trodo figure ya bobo no. Udi ka bobo figure business so say Mahama ban onya 47. Now so my who say President Akufo be call 47. That is all bombing. Papa. The question mark that now on confirm say. Nimpa phone bi amwa no. Confirm say galamsi I can say otu ase Metia ana say ene mpanifo no etubi. Nene ase awutu ase ene sen. Ya mi enimu ni president what why jade papa ni mo mpanifo no ye minister se bi amwa no. Na na tie bi amwa no kra. Na so ye di good fan ye ni a. Ye de to Mahama de ho a. Oh, obomode che Mahama bam. Obomode che Mahama bam kra. Ko di mfa de to kra. Debi. You know, you can get the president, Mama, be president of Ghana, I think. Of course, you know, you need to be Gafi, Gadochi. And I'm President Kufa, so Gafi, Gadochi, and the 2 Daniel was an Enia. President Kufa, money, Papa, and Papa, and Yamu, on 2 of them, money, Money, we do get them of your body, Yamisra, bye.
Yamisra, so. Hello, good afternoon.
Mami, mbata kumwe.
Nyame adom pacho hwane.
Mbata beno yarefa.
Yo, yanko.
That's it. Mami, mbata first time to be a question. Bra atame yo mapena, we ye juma we.
Pacho say.
Mbata bra o mapene atame se be yo mapene no. Now juma we na we.
Adenti na obisa me sa.
Minimum say wo betti say atame the time. That never the full position. What is what in 91 billion Ghana cedis Jaya? 91.
Pajomante.
What am the time?
Pajomante.
Aha. Atame some was in 91 billion cedis. Atame said. Some atame the Baba until the year is going to. Say I'm first on going to take Ghana. One fan na fan. Na take can owa. Aka tupu la fine and for ye. Ofan for very fine and for ye. But what is it? Ghana na ye wumunu. Akoko ese ye wu nipa no oyin. Te corrupt each to baby 1%. And then akoko be 100%. Oti baby amoka corrupt mu ajena. Mu kan wo twi mu. Na obiti baby a oti village baby abro bi a na ko bi a na obi a wan go school say me a corrupt no antia se ade no man we kwen na do ka say obi ana principle of your man say na eti me ni so oba aka na so no di be professor ani e na da yemu no mamu nyam ye yiba.
Eraden Council ho. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Anthony. What is your name?
Erade adumo me ho ye pa.
You be see ano. Hey, na dan na blame games nkwa. NDC for blame the MPP for blame NDC. And any other cost na na. No man na hu hia no de ja to nchen. Moto we ni de obi anka ho asebo. Na mpacho. Why na papa because the mother secret of corruption. Now, why should you be able to release a client agent about the side in the demand panel? I don't know if you have Baulaya. I don't know one man has had you. And to bet me, I don't and one me has had you. Say NDC for him, MPP for power, MPP for him, NDC for power. Why now walk one school, no be a call left and right. Why now in the parliament and when him be a coso? I don't into NDC football corner and give him a body. And NDC football corner, to boost a baby. Yeah, na na to koko kakra ebe wasi titire bi ensa ani ya me be say man no kan ni na no ankasa fatalaza na banda da no de ma free ah no de give 400 o kan no ada no anka corruption ya another principle no uka another principle ni bi e futon kwa no wodi fatalaza egu wo chi a wodi twa boda megwa another principle na e fi ye be use say another principle ada sa akoya bon sama ma party Obra na di yes o be di anasi principle no so no dia anasi quota tax bisu o di sika wa galam say o di so Dr. Frimpong aba catch you say dubli has for ni how to galam say what do you think galam say no bu bo crofo bi di bu crofo no bu bo di me ba ya free bro wa me ya see me ya lock in me ya bam ya sa it's your country are corrupt. I didn't know who now president took guarantee. And you go to the pay I would walk for the country as a Kofi brother, to guarantee from your fear I Jubilee House. You everybody reporting or what the answer me a mommy be. No one more be more within 1 year free. If you will corrupt, we didn't trust you.
Let us say hello, good afternoon. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mami BIAMAH.
Pacho dini baby afi.
Uya Bema Bakupa Moni Pita, Mistress Amanka.
Peter Papa.
Bakupa, Ebini Babia, the whole Ghana.
That's right.
You go, Mammy Misra, what is?
Amen.
You, Macamassam saying, near Air Coast, police assembly, IGP assembly. Edubabiana, a Yemen, police bag, not Sadi, we get pew. May you say, I won't say police for me and send a quiet sano. Into beyond and Yami born say, no may IGP ana. The ABC dana. I will not just little tambi, no cooperation, who go when him to pay.
Patcho. See, and they can corruption perception. Young IGP
Nico corruption. Mati, wait a minute, Patcho, Mafia side. You, the American corruption, as someone says. I buy the buy, not or the fertilizer, or the also the check. Free you. Free na who you know. Na amount full fertilizer no. A ton free no via. Me see ya house market ya. ABC wa ha. Yet you say big cross Senegal, big cross Cote d'Ivoire. And I buy we buy no see. Media matiso, mun tomum, na mu fa muso. Enu kura no, yesu wa ye boni. Ento ne nia omu wi aye no, why na wa ye boni. And onu kura ya sia to so, why na wa ye boni. Chess ye nya we ya say. We say, oh man, you have no queer tisa, and the cocoa you play a two secret, 10 year maker. And you and was here to be any say, and it was say, I don't know, Mamma, yet, Charissa. Corruption, yet. See, as I say, Subaya, Miniaba, Midiama, see, as I say, Subaya, and Yeda, as I say, to go, or Cobranin, Colonquadioma, or Quaquadiska. The very day of Papa no can say, or the president to club at one, at my year. Yet to say, Subay, near no name why.
That's one. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, Mamma, I'm home today.
I'm an Adam Bacho,
Mamma, only Fifi Madina.
Hey, Yabako,
my baby, I am Boko. Maybe Bacasavia, like German for Fabro, which Madapa, maybe Fry, also woman, not Mentamagandium. Maybe Casavia, then make us a woman, Ivan, it's not
about Fifi. Please listen to me. Obi aba bechire na dwen. Atoba wo ba accuse obi. What you say? Enti obi aba bechire na dwen, wo so ba akire wo wadwen. Na call baby. It's as simple as that.
Baby you wo samba back. What come for back?
Eba sa ono na di kan be kasa ye. E na wo ba ye na wo ba accuse no se den. E na ono ba say on pesa ade no. You are no free na sem. Any platform way so and I'm the best set mo personal
space. Mama, my so catch oba no attack me party, no attack me for. Me pay for me ya conference. Me so my friends me attack no.
So one day na call simple.
Yes, no, mama, any letter commission. It says you money $15 billion. Mama, $15 billion and a 22 crore. Mama, me say do my letter commission all ye. Mama, into letter commission to one. One had a Juma NIA, you may $15 billion Ghana or so. She contractor all year corner. If we amassing about Fancono, also yet $350 million. Not other year require. $15 billion. Yet the Amma can I take for the no for no more discount here comes to Mayanka. Mamma, Gamamo buy here. 4 years, Chedman Gamamo, yeah. So Mamma be big gun is Ketman and I would gun is Kia and go to a Yajuma, or your airport, or your guys hospital, or yeah, Tamale interchange, or you never be believe. What I say? It's just a Gamamo Bano, or big gun is Ketman and I would gun is Kia and go to a Ghana. It's Ghana free, Mahama, Oba by a Ghana ye. Mahama 4 years old, the Juma, what's all the 4 years in the Juma, and the young, why you say bridge, why you guys hospital, so that when you may be brave, I'm out for you, entities more bar. Manana by 8 years, why that crack, one come back and a fiancé, Mamma can't another by why you Juma, and when I come back and why you. If you school don't waste back hospital waste back Accra, what do you have for a crack? Why you, oh yes, she, Nanado, by big D, or in the ministers. Namodi, Samosi Nanado, or buy young see the minister Bakumpa, I had them over power. May end this papa, which will be a what will be cast for sitting now. Petrol, Modi, or the local firm, what point in now. To come with the Eduba, and that's not going to before. o de maame am obi solo
Let us say hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Mami ama.
Yes. Good evening, baby Afri.
We akafia phobia ni all the way from Cantamanto.
Ah, yo, young boy.
You do kai. Mami mo abaso. Mami tia incoming president Dr. Mohamed Bawumia all over the Frank MPP. And I just could have been pound. Then I secretary papa. Mami ame. I will say only my okasa sisi akoyi. No one can be say. Obi ban of the customer no attack ye attacking in a fine cooking. Wa koya o se nana Dubai onye shi. Enti se me ba na me betrete de nana do aye na me busa se ma me bia ma hana ne e friend Ghana officer wire. Ma bia ma bet ma tere me.
Acho wadaro ma minim.
Hey, ma bia ma wonim.
Acho ai.
Oro se hinu wonim no. Ah, okay. Ode wonim na ma me koma tem so. Corruption asoma na wo kan ya obo nsem so a ebi mu pese o mo de tale na nado ya nkasa ma bia ma obetumi a kire me se ade we yesi na nado akoye we anaga nado du nsa bo sika bim ma wakọ BBC ni ebusa se papa we corrupt and wo aka se me a me ye ni pai asa me ye ni pai mitimi wi ade what did that apart from Damani Mama or one casano or Fabino na ni minister before Atibo bad bandit about your casako 10 years or else you know NDC abudo say no komua everything you to abetiamo na now the only to tell them fa asomo kai no let transfer work because on your corrupt or your lawyer nimbra because on my penida dan on your lawyer no nimbra and you na nkofo to wia and say na no do say mo se obi akoya de e na ode ma committee e na committee arum committee ni rum a enye ono no to committee no na exercise ni pa no won fa re no ni pa no fa here common sense exercise and this scholar e be jaka say o na na do ria de a that is say do mama de ono de oba be ria na me transfer o so na na do ba onya hwe enkra akwa wonya hwe me pa hotel ka wote akra ha me do ko to na me do ko kwa benya police headquarters pa Bangla yesie a feni pa 305 the woman said so we could be asking our friend here all the aduma pa wa yo e free atomic gas e ko banchafe double road wa ye property that on come here to temari impact your mama na ye o we entro we nim dia okeka abowe ba we nye no we dey abomosu o school papa we sie ni aka so mi kuro mo atem agusa ekọ ho a farm secondary technical school yes bi ho what I say agenda wa ho it is a woman na so ko mo na bibi ni won ma me metonkutongu Ghana po ni na jo mama de se do ba ya oba be ya o mai toka a won ti anya hwi o mama ya to abeti ani yan kan tomatia ni wo ya de kan ya na ya aduma e no tu taji fo etim betina radio so etim ka ta abai ba won ya hwi 24 years na your mama eba no on na betumi de aboa wa na bibia obako school free odibi free wadabody house free
Hello, good afternoon.
Magawa.
Yes, Pacho Dini baby Afri.
Yes, Nana. Ne kasa fi tesano. Me Pacho. Nes mama kwai na me kama sem me slow because did am friend na me kasa no akasa me Pacho. Mama se me kama.
It depends on asema wo kan. I hope say we mediatem.
You.
Wo kan wasam no finchi mo a me nu ni asem but wo bedi obi atam dia in fact. Me ma wanu si me kato.
Ambiama.
That's it.
Nyidi kai ni chiao wa powerful. Me Pacho mambe enra was it no 2 days ago. Na obi na oye program no bi ka say obi ka say Mahama so ba obi transfer education entino mmemu a no me den omunko tusia mama omunko mama nanka because radio no to inform 2010 to correct and to hear to educate as a culture and me Pacho mama ka say
in fact asem we later no mo try madwin so because sometimes mo course na buy bi ho ansem mo kan na me ye bibi wo madwin so why
ba no kese ka o ka to na
Ghana fo nyina nim ne ekọ obi ani me ne continue afa na me na me be ka say ya be correct obi adwene nipa de why na adwene no why dada
oh but ewum saba me patcho ya no wa correct ye o me patcho eye bibia e ka
na argument we na wo de ba dia ene me da sipi nyame nhira wa ha na ye de besie esan ababio ewusiafo need 100.9 ena waso egu a utie no eye me man Ebusiafo need and waso egu a wotie no na yenhwe nsem wenne wie eba beto edwa prosi womo leak tape yun sensemi na depending on evidence committee a womo etena so a womo guso a eka ho asem no womo chairman Yera Atachia wode abeto dwa se betumi abase womo tape no ye de ensa akeka enye de eba beto dwa no original tape no nye no ano no ebi ewo ho anase niema bi ewuwom ewo kire ho ono waka say bia tape no ye de ensa aka eno danche akoko price na anu ya banyi etumu ode 508 Ghana cedis eno ode eto koko buomu Ghana bakosemu menye sure say aban bia ba peja koko buomu ama no kosoro saa se bi asipen a muma yehu nanso ndisi amayoko no abekasa e de afa ho saban ne nyehwe aga so otum eko 2000 osofo chira bosom osinka ban etumu ko 2000 anka onye hwe enokra na nche kra no akatua ne bonuses nwana mahodo ede ma koko board management ni CEO ni wo mo ekeka ho no na egu koko adwuma no etie no ho nsem so wode aba abetu edwa na ye wrabo ahe edu ya wo na CEO eda koko board ano eno say mampanyin dada mahama otom from fence anwea ena egu mframa mkaka wonim ne ya okeka NPP amayoko no so Frank Atuni Dibre no womugu so they say woma e balloting no ekwa wiye no Yera Kena Kompra kwa Japan no da number 1 Dr. Mahmoud Baumia His Excellency or no ene da number 2 womo aka so eto so ewo ho we ene nsanka ya hodo ena awiei ye besi ni nyina akoso na yaka eho asem na mea minua ba kopɛ Ellen Amadeku ya ofi NPP abusuako mo waba be ka me ho ewo ha se Ellen akwaba
enua adana osre nyame adom me ho ye
mete won ka je me ho waje so
me wo ho
sawo na no mete won ka o fam ho
na den na ko
na u piagum
sa
bisa ni tam no oron so abeka me ho ewa ha se data na kwaba
njo so hima
radiase na say you say buy na Magjerry can say die kon high tech
some perception oh Mark perception if no man say yare kese pa na bo hwe ho yi serious say amanfo hwe wo na mo fi say na wote ebi nso ana wo nte say enye easy now I mean say once you share at the coded location since you share have
ayo
this is the
first
first
time last when I was saying this year and then what happened you feed
yeah I finished now try exams or something like that so call about 1.5 months yeah
oh so I
this time I say ono dey
as
always ono dey so we your banner on the platform the same platform say wow
dem
BBM
hey
asemi obe fa no homa wanka why
da o ka start senior and then I start farming
the same
it is me start here media adwuma And I unze yan komo yi ukasa ma party. Ti wa ho fama no. E kire wo party senia esitie. Nti wo ba na oya ho basa na je se party ni ye basa. Me party ni ye nya basa.
Omunya nwonwora.
Dabi.
Minim krasa nka mankoka o. Ebi mo de ye nwonwora wa hu.
Pacho me modi me pass am ma me come me party as me say MPP for ye nya basa.
Ayo. Yati.
I see. Mamunya na akwa ba.
Yeah, nuam.
Ama me sha say also yes ladies first.
Yes, sister.
If I see a day cocoa pricing. And no na me see a day shasi in the discussions. Na aben etu cocoa boom. In fact, me makuma me bona baso because looking at the quantum or the etum, I think 63 point something %, and or the etum and wushan so Ghana. Ye free say ye talk cocoa ni ade to cocoa ma abaya bako. Menya sure see etimi to cocoa mu ebo boom say. Minim say bi or ebi asipa ya in the course of the discussion betimi actually imagine e de so. Etimi me bo aban na baso but actually me ti am na chi na me say ebi no kasa na
ebi no MPP for NDC for bomudin.
Panyi dada mahama obeka bi afa no achi na kiraboso so edi bi ababe wasui ese na bono krade na ke ntu nko 2000 and fa he ko se he na sembebi say na moje no
ye de ye je ne se yaban a ye innovative me kind innovative e je se de bia ye dwen okwan foforo so a ye betimi afa na ye de solve Ghana problems Mamenchia ebusuafo nyina na mema omo ya ha wo ho mema omo aha nyame nhira omo nyina mechi omo nso na mechia ebusuafo delegates amwo Volta region ni Oti region mame na Oti region fo ase ye wura vice president by ho last week moje ne fe all the constituencies nyame nhira mo se o Volta nyame boa meme nda no awie you were vice president the why na adwin say ono be share delegates no e wo mo constituencies no ne omo abonkomo me ne ye me region eastern region and central region and na western nyame boa no ma ye nkwa me ne besen akobo no unse bono ye me second region ni akwa enti me nua mo ko nyame nhira mo vice president da mo ase ye ma koko eso ye ba abeka koko prize na seminar mame enda ye wura Brian Champon so ase un say on na me second MP. Me first MP and my first constituency wenchi bono. When I'm a twaba. But constituency am free mu. Ada achi me vote aba. Betifi. When I'm free me betifi ni me kwani. Enti ma me nchia ye Brian Champon, minister for agric. Adenti na me chia no. Be Msa busumi ni ohu ana busumi mienu ni a ye ma na ana msa 3 months 3 months ni a ye ma na adwumayi utimi hu se odi nkanyan foforo aba agric ministry ho oye niema e kire se ye nka asempanyimfo ni nya ebidie but adwuma bia obi ye copy point bia so okọ na obi beto aso ye rabra na champon ama ye hu se sa agro sa asem na ye ka no ya ampa Inti because okay or the planting for food almost the session 2 aba and normal call launching watermelon na no the focus ne say planting for food 1 no and no ye small and medium info keten na ye adwuma say ye pese ye no info na akese nti ye be consolidate yo basically say na be ya ye nua ne sem no ye betimi aka ho asem na say kokoo die nsuso wadi anim minka so no nkwa na ye wadi anim ama omode aba na obusa say asa wadwi mu no this is the first time aban bi atu cocoa price me no ya adwen if you say ye nuanu NDC form akọ ye press conference na moment omo ase me kasa meti omo ase na meboa cocoa akuafo no enye complain meti hwen omo nka ase tu na ya tu omo no ha omo ana what is cocoa kuani bi ka setu ya ya tumu na nra ne nei ha no enti NDC for no problem ne sen omo sin kesi etumu kwa ahe 2000 NDC mami ka se mencho 2011 2012 woni ma he omo tumu 5 cities 2011 2012 cocoa year no omu to mu 5 cedis 2012-2013 omu to mu 7 cedis NDC ni omu ye no 2015-2016 ye ba be call elections no na minim ne ba ye no omu to mu by 150 or 200 cedis eho na omu ja no na MPP be faye Samre no kwana cocoa prices worldwide near say was ropa samre na cocoa ni eto MPP be faye no emu ho fiti be 2019 e ba no mu covid ni ho nsense cocoa price call from say team eno kra ye tumu ko 800 cedis enne aban say or tumu akọ 1308 cedis. Would the free 800 no 1,308 and that is a difference in 500 cedis. Another reason tia oya in September and one year in October sene na ya ne say according to Yewra Brina Champo or the Ministry of Agric ni Ghana Cocoa Board mo kan say nhwehwemu omo aye ni say cocoa akuafo ni bebre Samre September ya bi school enye ne ba na ekọ class foforo a ne ba ewura secondary school anani be ewura university usually nka cocoa ni ye bie no October etu be he na cocoa kuani no wasesa ni cocoa akakoma obi no de agi sika old price so basically ne ba ko school etu be hu na nipa na ono aye middleman no wage no de ahye baabi ye di new price ne ba ya no akwaton enti cocoa kuani no emfaso no ne nsa nka bi enti aban hwe no se da bi mama ye ntwimra nim se de be ya cocoa akuafo yo mama be ko school yi enya sika ni bi no ye number 1 ye de be nim so yase atum enti NDC fo ne ye wura kirabosom omo problem pa ne sen wo to mu 7 cedis so baby to mu 5 cedis obi atumu 500 cedis wo de me nua ba yenyi inflation yenyi niema ne bo aye den nyina yenyi free sa 500 cedis nim ne ebeka no eno sunsin obi 5 cedis ro aden asen dis fo de ade papa bi e ba krom ha omo mpe me kan no mo nkofo se ade ntina meka mo me start free national health insurance yewura agba bi na ne ono ye speaker of parliament ono ne nkofo ansori ampie yewura kufo mre so omo ansori anko omo antina parliament kra ma yam pass ye wie ye tie no mo so omo de one time premium ekosi sen meti se obi ni wanya argument se free SHS yewura mahama ba obetwam ni enti obetwam nie fiti 2012 a yewura na nado si musemeye free SHS NDC ni yewura mahama eye advert omo sheda koye omo koye fe ne sen PR company ekoye advert over 100 year free SHS so mu refi ameka mo ba ko bi dey free education 419 so mo kaya NDC fu adwuma mo ye no now see free education here 419 2016 a o kire bi ye do ba afa de ye enti abusuafo NDC sebedi aban yi so ayewura mahama di animu a free education no omu betwam make si support efise ni suba bi atwam ni niema bi oye kire ye nse onya ya obeye wosi free education na enye ye one for alternative ama wosi wo de ye progressively free enu kwa na otua 40 cedis a day for day student when tuya yewura na po be education minister no tuya ye eti ade pa bi e ba krom ha NDC for de da bi na sanye ni pa bonesam na yemo a aban si cocoa farmer na onu mfie bebrebe me papa say o si cocoa na edi ni ko school unim za me papa na ne papa edo cocoa ya se hwehwe kwa wu ba bi di hwehwe sumu na kese eho be papa si oko secondary school cocoa akuafo scholarship in ode koy me Brina Champo so the all kind message bi o si ono cocoa fo akuafo no mo adamfo no efi say ne maame ye single mother enye cocoa scholarship anko no wenye sika anko presec waka ne clear cocoa akuafo ne omo ayama Ghana enye binie enti se ye biribia de siesie omo abrabo mu sister ne enye hwe enti nye nipa bonesam na ye NDC fo a ene omu wura John Mahama enka wo di president da onim se nye tu cocoa mu emra na wo di vice president no tumu 7 mutena ho tumu 7 cities ene 5 cities enne wakwa awie akofie awie e hyehyɛ oniama sɛ wo ba biom e be ka kyerɛ yen se yen anya ade se nke etumu 2000 Mr. Mahama Mesreno. Sesi a MPP for ye ni abre. Ye kwa akoyi ye flag bearer. Enti nkomo bi wo ha ye mpese ye ne bo sesei. Nyame ye yadom na ye koyi flag bearer ni wie na delegates kire nipa ye ne na ba. Afi ni ye ne na abebobɔ nkomo bi sesi ye ka kai ne niema bi. Esi ye kai ni se we di president da. Esi ye kai no se na onu nso so wo chance se nka saa mre na obetimi atum. Saa mre na koko prices wo suru se saa mre nka se otum. Kese kaban na ye ma o 3000 anka nchen o. Ye ka sei koko board I so ma ye koko for pension scheme. A obi dua koko ni nkwanda nyina omo start sa na mate se omo start yes adwuma no. NDC fo bedi aban so koko board ba nye ne Rollins abresu nyina ku ni nyina na wo ho. Onko mpese omo ye biribi anka omo ye. Enti mesre omo ahoya suban ye wa NDC fom no omu nkura mu ye na we de menti omo ase. Koko farmer no nka say or problem with 500 cedis no. Wa wote nchen a wonya chance say obeye wotumu 7 cedis. Wotumu 5 cedis. Obi atumu 508 cedis. Wanya ano eka bi. Enyo mu na ye biribi. Ghana politics na ye sa. Sani America no mo ntwen by November 4th the year flag bearer awie. Na fe ye ne omo akọ boot for boot. Omo no mo di boot for boot ba ye. Ye be kọ boot for boot pa ni ahihye ye wura Mahama tena so fiti say ye vice president. Onu wat na Ghana politics mu 30 years. Afi nyame ye maduma 2 weeks me di 41. Mi wura Mahama start year politics me di 11 years. On share ni legacy fiti say o start free assemblyman. Besi se wa ba be di president edi former president e dem pa na body say Yewura Mahama gina anim ye ene ne den on kire yen na wa huntimi nkire yen obi ye nso so ahun kan wa no ntum ma ne nye wonam ho se enye wo tumu 5 cities obi wo sign tumu 7 cities obi atumu 508 8 na the to no kra do so chen wo de na wo tumu no wo san akokasa wo de ma me nko mi flag bearer amra.
Now, when I sent him a message, me can say, since we met at the coded location, we'll be saying coded location. Me number no crowd, me name number crowd. Right, now that's it. I mean, chia, I have a phone here for you now. Na menchia me ame mahene. Na okoji abuokoku jambra. Our yes, a Chirano, traditional area of my honey. What they call him, because a Chirano, but we are Chirano was a Shikassim. Nana, baby, I will be a mature, and I mean, come across and Nankabi will be a mature. Mature, Michel was for them creating. They become cocoa, some mesomifri cocoa growing area. Na, I'm a able Brian a champion. Brian as Minister of Agric, no. His appointment was too late because I believe Sanka idea yama papa ya Mrs. Abodia Megu Ministries any adema brand da anka probably a change would have come judging from his business sense in terms of the meme say why ye are all ye and yet just rock city but go deeper into the forest. Na ubeshe normal or ya dachin Ghana. Inti people who allege. Yes. People who allege so na politicians or music or money fee here. Whichever. But be a winya usika ne fee no. We invest in a woman positively. Somehow better service could go brochuri. Right. But we share the business sense panas or the ba a great ministry wa. Let me say, a great Befan and Thomas Efra, but it is just too late. Just 1 year. He cannot do. We pray, but Bibi no bet me. Do we have that assurance? Say another government will continue. These are the questions we should be asking ourselves. And another minister, and also a be a mebona basu. Me fee say me that my dream because I'm judging from the point of view of the previous administration. From Males Mahama, Mr. Atabisi, a time of Mufri Abem. Now, even on Mampenko Fabraso, you could hear of premixed fuel. Now, just say, baby, beat the jar. And now you say, Tanka we are for her. And now you say, we are for her. And now a jar to Tonk for baby or mode, baby or Modia Cossier.
Mammy, no.
Baby, Omodi Ekosie na.
BIAMAH seriously. On the training more as well. Mira constituency politics mo. We really go test kona me buy. No na women's organizer.
And you know, mommy,
on the training
me almost say me NDC ni we say so and so, whichever, I don't care. But the minimum and I said the main no and am. Me jira fifi, but I know na ham crofo because me jira fifi. Omo ntemase. But this is the reality. The NTI, I quite remember time when I veti woman. In fact, she was the least person. Even certain radio pundits, I can say, Obia on Tebrofo. In fact, it was serious. You were good who fino.
And I bet you say, and Yabrofo can
and no, na yadia, exactly. Inti Malema, Yebisane say, now, I think BBC, one more interview, Bisane say, now, who deep to me the president? I mean, you. And I'll say, any fool can become a president, but it depends on the people you surround yourselves with to do the job. NT, that is not to insinuate, say, I mean, I'm only using that as an example. But I should say, sir, as you know, fisheries, no, why you're quiet, seemingly, you will not get it 100%. But I should say, why you're quiet, no, it means, say, what modern, say, a bonabaso. Now, Kafa. Yes, Kinsila Jima offer Abuakwa South. This coming primaries for the MPP parliamentary candidate. You know, this is his time, and for him, advert, he doesn't need any more advert. Yeah, sure say, and as I say, he is the person to be elected. Now, interestingly, no, Abuakwa North, Abuakwa South, Abuakwa North, no, so no, Madam Fabako Paragraph, Wachidankwa. Also na wako inti mo juma ya pa North Abuakwa North ana Kingsley West South sa
honorable gift to mampo
sa wa hu asemo anka oba ho so anka fine but
mama no kwan you na de na so mo yi o friends ama won kan chira ko
ya kwaye ya kan say ya kwaye ndera manya yi okurum ha
MPP 4 can say be oba no
2012 2012 MPP 4
can omo na omo koyi ama say free ho
assemble ne ba
omo so na koyi ama say free ho say ama say won tebrofo enye sa na omo de yi ne free ho. You see, so the system is the one that, you know, regenerates by itself. Maame yam kwa asem so cocoa increases baby ama fan statistics ni fee increases by the previous administration of 5 cities and 7 cities. Unfortunately, obi anywhere and I say I do tell you how be here normal nti
I Mr. Edu why
sa no kan yo ene ye dana se na mame cocoa increases na catch us me fi cocoa growing area. Cocoa farmers since time immemorial have never been treated well. In fact, mame can say farmers in general yin treat wo mo yie wo memo ha. Oko other jurisdiction akuyafo na wosika wo obe venture into kuya no omo no mo wosika pa but ye ha on the side of Africa aye wa asase a eye fertile no mom no ye kuyafo na ahia omo bro I mean come be nchro okay say NDC put up an argument say NPP they have borrowed more than any government would have borrowed in this country in terms of governance. Na esikapudu omo borrow ye omuntumi mfa nye bibia tangible yetumi di yani ho no omo ka ho nsem no. Do you remember the argument by the MPP? Em say Majeri kura boa omo kakra. Omo say when you want to quantify the figures in nominal terms, wo bedwin say you borrow more than you. Na mom no dey call percentage terms na em dey enche say more NDC from borrow chain. That was the argument.
What's the difference? Nominal percentage.
In fact, they didn't even want to go to the nominal side. No more, they were basing their argument on percentage. Say NDC borrows catching all of them, all the communicators. That one thing I love about the MPP is say their communication machine. So you can't say munko can't say space way shoe or the same thing. Every network the same thing on Becca. Now, they made us believe the unbelievability, say, NDC borrows more than them. based on percentages. No, so what the bad nominal terms are, and maybe I can say, or music does change. As we speak, per the increases in cocoa sector on the ground. Ntina stamba na ne figures no say ora edu no de buy no. Me say NDC for kasa me you man. Increases no, we share percentage wise. The NDC increased more to the cocoa farmer than today, as we are seeing. But I must also admit to say about the nominal terms in the quantum of increase, say BIAMAH say ne a whooping 500 and something I bet us one. Then you want to say we're in a dose in terms of cocoa sector and say yeah to two or more cocoa.
But me repeat
yes. The me patch say the NDC 4 year no. We share their increases in the cocoa sector for cocoa farmers. And I said the tono na the person omote omo no manyina fi mu ade omo be cocoa farmer no. Now omo by percentage wise no, omo increasing more than that of NPP.
From which period?
From the time Mills Mahama administration started here. Don't forget, say this administration for 3 years now, no omo increasing you. This is the 3rd year omo increasing cocoa. Amomo. Let's even assume say sanka omo chiche mu and every year omo increasing kakra. And by now, this quantum, be a year, minimal. What I'm trying to say is, if you calculate the percentage increases by the previous administration, just opposing this to the exchange rate at the time. Now, NDC, they paid better price for cocoa farmers than today. Than today, right? Today, if you just oppose their increase to the.
Amen. Biggest to buttress your point. Say Mills Mahama time. If I say from 2012.
First of all,
it's from 2012 and
yes.
2008 and 2009. About 2012. Omu to cocoa how many times? Percentage wise, no, and answer amount omu di two mono. Na ye be saying from 2012 to 2016, and also so now it's saying.
Yes. Interestingly and unfortunately, print out now. Me the bad print out now. There be a ikurameha. Now say cocoa asemba. Me ba ma print out and my jaw can. I cannot be accurate. So I don't. Yeah, pa. But you Google your time. Yes. Inti, what I'm trying to say is say basika pudu. Aye dey atum say obeka say MPP 4 dey na doso. But mama can be so another analogy. Sabi you akoko ana say aboa bia wo chichire no bodwam. Na be say 1 week, 2 weeks now that so bo. E da wo be sane no. Wo pam no kro pa office ade ne da na still. It is normal for cocoa farmers to come and jubilate. Say 500 increment that from 800 to 1,380 no. A year whooping some. But you see what the farmers are forgetting to say. Most of the cocoa farmers in my area, say Western North, or most pano, do pano, or more bags on betting, and more about 10 bucks to 20 bucks. And you're more on a large scale, and no more to meet between 20 bucks up to 100 bucks, right? Now, baby, cocoa farmer, no, what 10 bucks, no, what you pay for 20 bucks? What the amount ashesuni be a yabusa. Nti ya toko ko no a mefa so echemiansa na kuyere ne de amienu ahwehwe no de baako. But what is happening on the ground me minim say by the time I beti cocoa na wie no na ahwesuni no we are more than half of the cocoa na say the man nti 20 bucks na eba kuyere ne wo no ahwesuni already no wanya more than 10 bucks dada e de kogu yuram ba bia najo sa na omoye no ekurase no ho a nti wo 20 bucks na wo de aba no afi na obeche miansa yekoto na wate ne de ama. Don't forget, so say cocoa no 2 seasons. You were the peak and the improper yes. Nti wonim say kuyani obetra faako for the whole of the year no. Esika be ban nsema ye physical cash no. Eye ebia emfa ne say 20 bucks no multiply by the 1,380 no. Divided by 3 no benya 2 na hwese no nso anya baako. Esika ban nsem no nyina no. Wo keka bom a na che say wo ya akobe say ebia 15,000 ho baby, right? Wamrekura obiti cocoa board ha. Cocoa ha ban kura bi na de fie o. Esika wo di no. Kuyani no kura woni bi. Creating just or try my face so and send on your scar. But obiti cocoa board envelope ya baba man na China Friday. Yo. Exactly. Yes. You see, this particular increment, I would have thought that because see, what they did was more or less hedging, the forward buying. Into some more hedging as a cocoa price, as we at that time no more increase. Now price and anticipate the CIO. So see our cost. What is the government saying? Are they going to give the cocoa farmers bonus?
That's not my bonus. And I say new.
Mame ekwana bonuses in a call. Ama ebo. Yes. Ama ebo we say so. Your friend is saying insurance. Insurance no who share ni year pension. Yes, pension. The 28.6 million Ghana cedis or whatever it is previous administration is what is being used. In fact, this pension thing should have started long ago. Now, for 7 good years, because Sankamifa as a previous administration continue and that pension scheme was by now being rolled out long ago. But more for 7 years, you are not thinking of rolling it out because we're going to 2024. It's the canons why you allocate here for a friend is saying pension. First tranche, per the Auditor General's cocoa board or Mankasa or more report. Now a 24 point something million Ghana cedis or so. And in 2016, when 2016, you about to discard the expanded power. And the amount to me allocated here was about 2.4 million Ghana cedis or so or whatever. Until 28 point something. Yembisa Aban will say, how much have they allocated within the 7 years in addition to the 28 million Ghana cedis now? Previous administration at the 200. If there's anything to start with, it means there's kind of that yen say we could board the records and no more share pension no asi. And one, that politicization of increment. Na omo pese omo say cocoa farmers boamo. In actual fact, you are not helping. When you go to Brazil, Mame, I'm telling you on a factual basis, say, close to about 70% of every cocoa farmer in Brazil, you're turning the cocoa beans around to make chocolate or something else. Bisa ye cocoa farmer, bisa say cocoa farmer ben, and no name say cocoa beans no, ye to me a yam. Now you're the way after, I would to me fermenting A, B, C, D, the next 3 days when you're chocolate, and that's when you're in fact, I would have thought, Sanka, me say me a president, I'm your friend say a Greek minister. What I would have done is to ensure, say, every cocoa farmer in a bar at least on him said he is turning the cocoa beans around. Until what 20 bucks, on him said me 2 bucks. Me anka same dani and the chocolate at home warming potemuha. When you go to Seshima area, many people for the past 5 years have never tasted chocolate. Some even 10 years will be for chocolate and can know that. And you tell me you are helping the farmers. None of our farmers in this 2012. Tema cocoa and Manchester Ochiana na Muama CPC. Ochiana yo. Oh CPC yo. Cocoa CPC force and wine. 2012 almost published say. In Crawford, we are interested in being trained to know how to do chocolate. No? They should come, and then when they finish the training, they will give them some mini machines on making more chocolate. And I'm saying, I think at 2 paper. It was in Times. Yes, go to the hinterland. Go to the hinterland. Train them. You give them skills. They be better and be some say, and I'm be set here for say. Or Mamuha. Obviously, it is Kumasi. Why? Because Kumasi was the first place a shoe factory established here. Into year 2 abandoned shoe factory be good here now. Omo muya juma hon, omunya juma nyeno. And omo cotton fi say boy ben ofie. Into omo ye na omo mane omo na nkaso omo ehwe omo. And so esuano ebe skills handed down to the people. So Aban's responsibility is to create skills for the people. Not just to feed them with anything. Say, I bet you cocoa ya toso na cocoa farmer no cocoa. You see here. To be very honest with you, my mother has been a cocoa farmer since her life, and say onim say ene cocoa beans no crop you to me. Yam edi goose yo monom keka. Ono de onim say Milo no so onim ade kom. right? Until rather than go to the hinterland, go and train the cocoa farmers how to turn their cocoa around to make money. Until say obi at 10 bags, no say na cocoa and me ankasa me process no hana me add value to it. I'll make more money than what they are giving to me. You think say cocoa farmer obe releasing the cocoa ni na. They will also ensure say economically they will be empowered. Income generation will come across within the villages and the areas you grow cocoa. No? But you don't sit here and people who have never grown cocoa before cry. They are PROs from a journalistic background. Then they are taking huge sums of money. Over Kaya, last year, no more train, is it bonus or something? Or more train, or more bohundeuro, Emma over 50 buff, but catch and say the money was going to hit the account on a particular Wednesday or so, or Friday. It was a Wednesday. Piece from an interview. No, and more can say, oh, you are releasing the back account, so and so. Any AKWAFO within that week, no, or more brasa is Ghana and Tom. The next month and is Ghana Eba. So you have not been fair to cocoa farmers. You have no business in using cocoa farmers to do your politics. And I'm paying for so more cocoa farming areas. Also, they are your friends saying, oh, where they are so far. I won't blame them because none of them is an economist. None of me economist. None of them has that intelligence to calculate the percentages. Say, oh, until last year, no net is saying, we share exchange rate now for 3.9, that's a 4.3 Ghana cedis. Now and now a year 11 point something. We should share what you know when you pay one am I a better price. These are the your friend say fundamentals. I see a dish here who say I buy the awatumu and then a sombo and I say and sombo. But for me, once I watum to that quantum, no, it's fair. Right? It's fair, but when you bring in the argument, say, yabama AKWAFO, yabama AKWAFO, tumo ebin tumo, that I disagree totally. I disagree. And then, of course, NDC nini obey no. I'm not ready to go into nitty-gritty. It's not already the tag, but that is the reality on the ground. What was the exchange rate at the time? What is the government today giving free fertilizers? At the time when they were the cocoa price was so and so much, free fertilizers were part of the system too. The free spraying. The government of Mills Muhammad Misata also continued. Even though it was alleged that politicization of spraying from NDC for MPP, it was the same thing. You understand? NTI in previous abano edi guho free fertilizers this that my mom cocoa no certain increment. And say the previous administration didn't do anything. Na yamma cocoa for and now say omo no namo. And almost share cocoa for no or attitude or groups. Momon any MPP ni NDC. Because we are into you sumo who say you sumo. Serious oh. Me chrome say kojina body back who could try body drone. Mame, Kessia power pim 10. Who could turn 120 Ghana cedis. Unya. And so a bonso a Obe branchako na apedwa junction. Sabode only a bucket to no nebu. You understand? Inti AKWAFO no mo hinterlands no because ya brim money so ye feel say omo so omo di hia sa nti. Omo so omo hu the light of the day. What machines in Ketinki didn't plan for food and jobs in conclusion no. Me mantri and papa no. In the sense that when you implement such a laudable policy, the SSA we say machines in Ketinki added value to no buy no. E wo ho yen kram fisoro e wo asasi so Germany, China, Japan omoye ko swabra na farmers association nto omo tomatoes no. They know how to turn it around and can it. Into omo kan ya yam kokokra and na me no ka say school be your friend Pomponya. DA primary SHS so say. Je no mo dua no ya harvest egu ho no. Into say JSS bia na senior high bia edua jena you be all the way to Niger akokra jena.
School lands, school farms.
Yes, we should bring them back.
Because someone needs space on the bay.
Yeah, share their mommy wa here a Western region. The Western Regional Educational Director. Share the what did the school? Yes, share the what did the school now here? Almost 20 minutes on the farmland. Whether you are science student, art, agric, whatever. And I say so I'm going for them club one person back. 20 minutes no so. Now a population of 2,700. Our moko nti yemfa say even 1,000 per and the beko farms no so enne say 1,000 almost wo mu dua body body ne body dua ne wo hwa within 20 minutes no obi abetumi adua body nnua be say 2 multiply na hwe
me da sipi Isaiah sanita no na otene kana James Benson de ibi aba wa ha say and also MAAME kindly inform your guests that here in Ghana is Omemuha and not Kromuha. I say Professor Ejekum has corrected this 15 times on radio, but folks still make the same mistake. ASMO. Yeah, that's a fire, James.
Kwame Adade no send this artist. Kwame Adade. No answer no best send.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Mama share Mark Bacho messages kakra na me can from na fe. You moving on. Na yenko NPP a womo eboa womo akoto aba in November. Yeah, say womo akoye womo balloting. The man in your studio talks too much. Oh.
Alright, Ajuma. Easy.
And this year Mahama should not disturb us. We know Mahama, he cannot be a president again in Ghana. One for Odiamba. Oh. Please. Good afternoon, Mami. Please. It is time Cocoa Board tackles the smuggling of cocoa from the country to Ivory Coast and Togo, as this practice has been going on for far too long. If about 200,000 tons of smuggled cocoa out of the country is a serious matter, Galamsey too is destroying lands for cocoa cultivation. So the Cocoa Board management should wake up now, as these setbacks, if not checked, will affect cocoa production in the country. Mr. Gulf SA, no, say, please tell Mr. Sanitano that the price of cocoa depends on the world market. So if the price of cocoa did not go up for 3 years, as happened from 2018 to 2023, how can the government increase a producer price? The Cocoa Board staff should stop attacking Mr. Tay, and I will do it by the second part. And now, Papa. NDC's actions towards the EC comes to nothing. But what evidence are they willing to show Ghanaians that the EC intentionally dispatched faulty registration machines to all NDC strongholds? These same NDC dragged the EC to court for electoral malpractices, but failed to tender their evidence in court. The NDC should let go of their misleading strategy, because Ghanaians are now in direction to discernment. UK and Odife Ebaye. And Amano Ansa NPP Adenta Caucus. And I say one Mr. Kwame Amwa, my uncle, a cocoa farmer in a village called Preso, close to Suboy in Ayenswano constituency, is overwhelmed with a new price increment, and I'm happy to convey his massive appreciation to the president. Yes, yeah, that's it. NPP Women's Appeal to Dom Kwabenya. And as if you are 18 years, go and register now and vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for a better Ghana. Regards to lawyer Justin Kodua Frimpong, General Secretary of the NPP. NPP is better than NDC Dumso 100 times. Mami Soja, look at the roads, free SHS interchanges, school training schools, Alawa. No more NDC Dumso again. Okay, commensa Medasipi. One, do you know that some of these big wigs who follow Alan did so because of their selfish interests and not because they want the best for Ghana? Alan withdrew from the race because of unfair treatment from. Oh, I beg you, please. I beg you. Senior, I'm pleading with all delegates of the NPP to vote for number 2, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, come 4th November 2023, to help us break the AIDS. Abele Nungwa Enode Ephraim Ebaye. Rachel Amasama, and I said, my lady, good afternoon. Please, are you serious or joking when you said me my TQ is? Oh, Debbie, I was just joking. I beg. Okay. I say my suggestion to the MMIT crew is to join the train in building the Ghana we want, together with Mahama as the locomotive engineer. Hey, my lady, please clap for Saddam Amenyo, NDCPC for Amasama. Since the limited registration started, every afternoon he single-handedly feed the EC officials, police personnel, NPP agents, and all the registrars. And NDC agents, they won't count. Hey, opposition, Richard Amasama, with us. Very good afternoon to you all at the studio. I'm appealing to the Ghana Education Service to try hard and give electricity or power to those cooking at Ashama Government School, especially those cooking at number block 5, even if it is a daytime, the inside is very dark. I said, "Do so be at yes one." Okay. Me the messages on Ebisiana fe yatwa yen common so. Ama me samba osumi gina osopa because NPP they say mugwa hwaso nyame yadom on the 4th of November mokoto aba na mwakwa akoyi flag bearer. They say mwakwa akoyi balloting a select omo said the mba arrange omo ewo ballot paper no so. Yen share is there from this balloting is there going to be any difference comparing to special delegates conference amokoye ye said the ani ahyehyɛ aba no so ewi akyi na afei wo mo a ewo so mudi nkunim Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia hwɛ mmadodo a ɔde twi mu a na timi sɛ fa ahead and afei Yera Ken akompre kwa Japan no so ebetos but hwɛ ne mmakra wonya ye ne Ken de no kra na timi sɛ watitim. Is it going to repeat itself and now we know the eco base ya trem nipa ne dɔso enti no said yet ye no saa na bɛkɔ na changes
me braka say NDC fo bi gya sika bi say omo de fund
pension
pacho omo tro say omo begya omo anya sika bi ya enti omo ntimi nka omo bo so pa si ye begya enso ye kwa hwe nkrata mu koko board for say omo anya sika bi ya enti mesra mu sana koko board for kan and say koko board for boa na me nso so me boa koko board for so omo ka de so meja sika bi na nso omo anya enti me mpese ye premise say koko for pension fund NDC for sika bi omo ja tu baabi ina obi di ye bribi omo anya sika no fitinura omo communications director gusu preso pa account kro pa baabi omo di sika no to ye gusu twen ne so de beba or the bad year near Coco board for near Busa says SK, you see the to account to him at the ha near Wahin. As we speak now, and this is for Yesicabia. I feel young MPP for young Comoso. Yamia Yadum, young process in Yenamu, ye fear Siena Nipedu in a no more unity. Now, make us say MPP for Yenimia, a young uncle for being Tias. What the young compare Yenum and DC for ya, or when ya brace or mobeya. Omokokoye 95% endorsement ma Yera Mahama ya ade abekia me akoto aba ye bubu Yera dufo na mu na o man se onye bium if say anything album cry de ba ye kura ni yehu so sa ankrofo ni timi ba be kan ye de a ye biem manipa dutimi kofa forms ekọ campaign e ma ye koyi mu enum nu so ba akose ye me nko ntisi akoka na akoka enan and 9 ne yekoye balloting no me de me baby a number ne da na hu nche da ehia me amasa if you say yekoye special delegates na Dr. Bawumia da number 10 on the last person that's true but yekoba ye no eno na aba si ho no enti me de me hu ne se baby nipa ne da no hu nche da ehia sa ne ehia nie se delegates beti wase na omo ato aba na ma eno ne hia. It's now busa say near see special delegates conference. The sa na ebekono. Media I hope say ebekono sa. Nanso Bawumia yam trase say ye expect say ebekono sa. As much as I fan say nipa eba two special delegates na eye party for there. If you saw here nipa na e make it up special delegates more than 600. Eye pure party grassroots for constituency chairman, regional executives, national executives, patrons. Nipa meka se omo nhyeda nye pure party for no omu 100 enti meka se 800 of them there a party for nti betin aka so menya influence there ewo omo constituencies no omo regions so there
because obo no ma party chairman and ya baby obekọ no ehona
obetimi aka ne sa ba nya sa anso na tire de bia enti yantim Bawumia ye ntena ase enyin se yenya 600 and something inti agro no ye win ye wie dabi ye fa ne se eno no ye one process ye wie enti ya fa clean sheet so ya fa sheet foforo exams no ye sia tro ye tro part 3 no un set se omo ye accounting ne pharmacy ni obetimi atro even law obetimi atro subjects ni nyina u feli ba akopɛ the whole course we feli enti ye fa ne se ye feli part 3 na part 1 ne part 2 ne course na hu nhyɛ da hia sa enti part 3 no so ya fa ne very serious. Dr. Baumia nam constituencies on the delegates kasa. Eti yenim se kasa oni omo kasa no turn vision no turn your person ye se nyame ye na dom na delegates no to aba no mana. Delegates no betie no asopam. Ye nfa ni agro, ye ni abre ye adwuma, ye adwuma den. Ensi be bia nipa ne nam de me de hu nhye dan hia me sa. Ne hia ye adwuma den na wama nipa na ate wase ne ntia se oto abama. Ye wura alanchemanten ba ye no o se onko biom wajai oye party ni onye party ni keke oye party panyin pa ye see ye fi MPP ase officially 1992 now you're one of the founding fathers enti 92 na me made 10 years enti onye akwala wa MPP mu ono na akọ na election na watena se na waye ne calculation na see going forward no na ya san to aso no onye biom ni reasons o ma ye no me ne nya adwen wo bebre ho na nso nya by force ono na akọ na election so onko biom waye ade ye da na se NPP for da na se na nso party ne bekoso elections ni ye beyi flag bearer enti enu aho adwuma na ye no ni obeye bia as a party person as a party panyin no we wish him well eni se obeye ne ye beboa nso so na MPP ne Ghana nyina akoso enti se obusa me say prime minister se ne esi kwa me de me candidate asa na meetimi aka because me candidate for Volta region or your campaign den other candidates me ni ekoso wo mo camp but MPP nyame boa November 4th ye ba akwa yi flag bearer me mpaibo ne ma desre they said delegates no ento aba Dr. Baumia
That's Natano.
More primaries, but we must understand. They say baby amejinano. I remember when NDC Omosha Asiano. In fact, NDC didn't cry. It was too obvious. Say Mahama was the winner. I mean, from the beginning, from years to that we've passed. Him say Kobase Omoko Pep flag bearership. His Excellency John Mahama was going to win. So I rooted for Mahama anyway. And in this particular contest too, my pick for, and I said the person I feel he can win and would also pave the way for the youth in the party is His Excellency the Vice President, Dr. Muhammadu Baumia. I have never liked the governance style of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, of which Ura Baumia is among. But for the flag bearership, I am very optimistic, say, Dr. Baumia would win it. I say, Ututu could do court and interest would be. Indeed, the numbers as arranged, no, really does not matter to me. Of course, numbers have meanings, any interpretation. But I mean, I don't have that insight to interpret numbers. But I feel strongly say Dr. Baumia will win. Why? Because of the way he has conducted himself over the period. His relationship within society and communities. You can see, say, he is building a very strong grassroots relationship. Dr. Baumia per se is not a grassroots person. But you see, like I used the Malema example, no? The people Dr. Baumia has surrounded himself with are a crack of youth or people who have just churned out from their youthful ages. A friend is saying, Sami Oku, Abai Fakabo, Nana B, Dennis Miracles, Dr. Gideon Boakon, the other young guys are. I'm a 41.
Miracles,
miracles. I'm so bad. Right. Hey,
Gideon, the Americans are not saying around the same age.
Yes. I think I can remember.
39.
I think I can remember. I'm saying I'm praying.
SS what can man? Oh, money adoso. Many if you could toka ho. Haji aka ho. Laura to Jennifer, but on no national executives until on no ye or nka ho. And there be o just want me enyi nka ho. Ba ma no so ho pa. Bebre so other elections until I said yen shedanko elections say na yen ye dim but omu wie pe omu nyina ba.
And a man also like Amma rightly has expressed a lot of them. And you see Sami Awuku and that Kabo and Nanabi, they have met so much. Yes. No. Unity. But we listen on.
Menka say.
I don't know.
Yes, sir. Why we are pass mama mini abema ntia. Ye mra ne so ontimi ni obi achi.
Dabi. Me say. What dey enye asem fi man. Ye tell
what you na nka waje no aman misro. Yes, obehu ni ye frɛ no.
What dey majama
council anim. Emra no general secretary say we are national executive. Enti enkobo ni di. Emo na bi di. Ye moje di fadi. National executive bia nka ho. Ye no saa na ye nya executive no boye din ye dey ni.
Majana na bi amamo. But what was some interesting thing where Amma is even coming from? I was saying right here in Samson Bayano. For the first time, we are hearing the voice of the deputy general secretary. It's a wise decision, a wise maneuver. I mean, for many moments.
I told me too.
Oh, I'm the first one. Me, I don't know. You see, so it's a strategic move. You will not know where they are. But yeah, we're on the ground. I'm assuming say we are on the ground. Yeah, telling them right. Into those youth behind Dr. Baumiano. And interestingly, those guys, they don't need so much resources from Dr. Baumiano to operate on the ground. They have made so much noise from woman through up to date, so they are more or less aligned with the youth. And if such a group of people are following His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, then you should know where the voting line is tilting to. We are no free. This first election of super delegate no Mokoya. Nkrofo are playing it under the carpet, but you can't. In the sense, if you insinuate, say it was just 900 and something, na 900 and something, that's when Dr. Bawumia Anyamu 600 and something. A grown form in the main election. Well, you may say so, but don't forget, sir, those who mobilized and ensured that 900 and something, over 600 will vote for Dr. Bawumia, they are still alive.
They are the same people who are
yes, and don't also forget, when Honorable Alan Chamate resigned, some of his people have also crossed carpet to say, okay, it is party first. And for that matter, we are also going to join Dr. Bawumia. So they also have their people. Into a very treacherous area for anybody to think, say, yes, a showdown will come all right. But then, if you look at the dynamics, now, say, MPs, it's Honorable Kennedy Japan, MP. But look at how he was betrayed by his own MPs. A whooping 130 something MP no more, MPs no more, you know. Exactly, that is the problem. Otherwise, if you look at demeanors and then political maturity in Sensema, na anko bane say.
What's the main bonidin?
My regards to Ellen. What's their worry? The beneficiaries are happy.
You see?
And government has done well. Cocoa politics away.
Ghana gas down. Bawumia up.
Bawumia beba too short, too direct. Ose Bawumia. Show up and you show down.
So, Madam Frances, baby, I will be a child. Ghana gas down. Ghana gas cylinder down. Bawumia up. And I yes, and yes, the women have also braced themselves up to support His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And I see, say, if you look at political maturity, those who have been in the politics, and that, I mean, on the ground, apart from beginner, Dr. Bawumia doesn't come close, but he has been able to manage to build himself. And until I am a say, Honorable Kennedy Japan, dear Kosu no, I am a say, sabe, na no, ena ama ene, obia huno say, onya dear no, sanka, na nsama a good social media, a dozen. Mammy, baby, or your campaign. And because his policies and that kind of vibrancy, our person or the ban, and ordinarily, no, and can be able to say, this is it. We have now arrived. we need somebody who was and demo to whip people in line. But normal kono would say amount for I see normal go form too much. I mean, person he's campaigning. We don't need to, say anything. And I say, yeah, the back amount for say. Into one day the campaign on course no nye.
The Ghana for you aware. Those who are going to vote they are aware.
Yeah, they are very much aware. But you see, microphone so are afraid. Mami, no, it will not help. No. The fact is that some me can. Now it's a crew or me say be. It's not fair. Because it's on social media, everybody reads, they watch, etc. And you know, how rather and can say showdown or can and something that will hate. Until sometimes but Dr. Bawumia has composed himself. He was not a politician. In fact, even as we speak, he's not too matured in politics. But if you look at how he has managed to get acquainted with the grassroots, any institutions are, the man has a certain, euphoria to lead the MPP. And like I've said, I am vying for him to become the flag bearer. People should quote me carefully. I said the flag bearer, so that he will rid the canker of your biache and your party, tradition. If he has a second, that kind of canker, and a system, it has to go outside the Bayer youth, so they will feel free to contest many of the posts that they can contest. I have said, Sami Oku, and can or contest a particular flag bearership and can be a pinso. Because even the MPP youth, they love him. The Ghanaian in totality love that gentleman. This anka or fees also.
Onya qualified. By age, Onya qualified.
Those are the attempts.
You see, by the Constitution of Ghana, as only 40 and above. I come in here and answer me about a year and send with the 40. It's a flag bearership with it. On to me yet. Maybe 4 years from now, and 8 years. MBT, no, still a young man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But there are people.
Now, Constitution, let's say, and you know, your partner say Constitution of Ghana.
But Mwankasa so-called tradition even bars them from even contesting.
How does it bar him from contesting?
Becoming a flag bearer.
How does it bar him? So Constitution in Pene. Emma one year.
Former president for every Akonyo so more ekoye. At that time Damboji.
Nobody
saying. No, 40 and over, right?
A young person acquired a Kwabena Japan, Dambocha uncle.
I think
he was the youngest. Then I feel no 40, around 40.
There was another guy who came in, but I know I'm saying I'm more disqualified or something of the sort.
Now Kwabena Japan was just around 41.
Really?
I make 2008.
That is why the Constitution, we need to revise it as we want to do. No, about 35 upwards, no? Yes. What? Oh, Wamabwa. Yeah, 50s, 50 something, 45, no. Yeah, still no, high dying. Life will be a beginner, illusion. It'll be a 60 years old, that's so high dying. Until life doesn't be, Africa, Hano, they said, trim keke. Now, life be a beginner, life begins at your home.
That means that when you have the constitution, when you have party decision.
Yes, but whichever the case, it will pave way for the youth to also ensure, they will be comfortable in contesting higher positions in the party. That is what I'm looking out for Dr. Bawumia's ascension to the throne on the NPP as the flag bearer.
I was here for 100.9 and I was so a guan. Na comments appeal no say NPP is better than NDC. Okay, my kind no. Albert Square no so or showing live from Ashaiman. Kofi Cheno said that was very rude to cut the last caller. Well, what? Ow. The argument was too much. Because me can or non tema se sell up a set or go down to that level. I didn't want that. Afei, citizen Francis, no, so cocoa farmers are rejoicing over the government decision to increase prices from 800 to 1,308. But the opposition NDC appears unhappy. Hey, regards to Valentino Ni Noi Norte of Protekole constituency. Otikwakuno said this man get wisdom. NPP, we are hypocrites too much. But Ken Beba. Richard Dohecho Enosi Yao is una de ba no. Oh, don't you have predicted your candidate, but Ken is going to surprise you on 4th November. Okay. Hey, Adio. I was for yet one and conversation as so needs 100.9. And I was so a gua OTNO. Amma Ellen, Amma Deku of the NPP was say, and Mr. Yawasanitano, political analyst, no so, and then no, and boom, our hey, that just say, yet you commodity pa. For God so good, for God being so good, Ghana seems to have an improved public data check. And for the interest of eligible voters, the EC should have a second thought on their intentions by extending registration centers down below district levels to ensure an easy access for eligible voters, as well as ensuring the people's franchise is delivered. Osei Kweku UK and by a quick one, me fan to Mansana, Yaba Abe discussing on the IGP leak tape issue. Ama so far with the voters registration, we impression.
Oh, so far, dear, me shut down around because you won't call for your party. Ya jawm so omonko. Omonko na. From what I hear, no, koso. Inti kopim say menya any negative way no. Now mo say nra, and I starting here na a bit slow. Process be out start here slow. But I say the matter say pick up.
Because the entire maybe some was say first day, second day reports in the you know. A lot of the machines were not functioning well.
And now third day. Now that to sing.
But even Amasama, for instance, say almost starting by 2 p.m. on the first day. And then your news item be as one. That's why nobody on the like almost the explanation by saying it's your to maybe
into be anko register.
No, not a single soul.
Ain't I'm say 21. How many days? 21 days into year him is me sure say omo ye na edu baby no hwe na on extend days na on be extend to obi a wotimi eto aba ese otwro din no kọ na kọtro say ebedi ye nian man DC fo achi a yan twro ye din omso musuman anu da bia ye be ye aba to obiri bi wa ha ekotwro din kojiga na card na mo de ho nsensam aba ti wani ansusu no make no mu piapia mo nkrofo wa ase ese omo nkotwro P7 here na ye razi edun ketia be ka kire mu se wono Ghana card no wa link in the bank details and so your press conference MNDC phone konkotro omom konkoje Ghana card some years ago entini ma bi wo ho a me fan to nchen wo ye ready when you 18 and now when you bru 18 kwa na win vote da na upe se wo to aba because Ghana ha nipa me de medwin se se otimi kasa bi eye ne wato aba sa aban no wan to aba ma no wunso a 120 ya na ye ka aban asem a ya no wagina nchen ba ne oto aba no otimi ka bi e 2% wunso otimi ka bi a kokotwro din na oman mu asem ba watimi aka bi
that's Mr. Tano.
It is not as easy as am I saying. Now, I'm even surprised that the media fraternity didn't join to injunct EC. And I'm surprised again that EC defied all odds. Even after somebody filed an injunction, say,
why are you not surprised at the court?
That's what I'm talking about. Say EC would defy the injunction and then go ahead to embark on the registration. In the sense, apart from a group of political parties going to injunct, another individual, I will say, baby, I will tell on to me, my district office, so and so, or also file it.
But when you limited voters registration,
Mame, and limited, no, Nkrofo, almost 18, and want to me unregistered as Omotobano. They are not limited at a particular place. We are dispersed across the country. Inti se wo fi me ba bia me fi sahwi kogina e ba sahwi also district. First wo be fi mi kro wo be fa ka be si sahwi asan so. Wo be fa ka fi asan so no wo de aba your friends say dwunase. Wo dru dwunase ansa na wo be fo ka no afro sahwi also people no. You understand? Inti wo be fa cars be say 3. Wo be sa fan so akọ. E na se si ade isi ne ya kwete se wo koy. Yes. Akwete se wo koy wedding na wo pam suit. E se wo pam bi ma best man. And I say, oh, bridal, you don't need bridal, whatever. I say, oh, pampamomo. And this is for guarantesa. Naturally, say, I say, oh, three or more kaka. Now, say, oh, fi, kojina no so cross no be what you be brew. And this is oh, fi kojina, so basa also. Now be di kumu sa no want to me a. Want to me san ko. Ahemfa no akoda woni mo bia wo. Nti wo be san ko no we san ba na. These are some of the things we are asking. Nti we are saying say, yen na your mouse can say fire adwuma. Give us your budget. When we give you the budget, do it as we want you to do.
This one of the budget for parliament concerning this limited voter registration.
But they cannot do it. They cannot do it out of in a vacuum.
Did Parliament approve the budget for them?
Otherwise, you can't do anything because yes, no, but finance far more come on. Look, prior to 2016 election, His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, Echo US, na omo branch na wo. He went to tell them, say, he doesn't understand why Kenya, South Africa, Uganda, many other countries on the African continent. In fact, he was specific on South Africa. Say, say about politics, politics. Or say, voter population, 47%. Indeed, he doesn't understand why a small country like Ghana, your voter population, about 56%. And say that's necessary. That is, if they come to power, they will do everything possible to change that narrative, right? What is he talking about? It means that the voter population in Ghana is too high. Until they will do everything to reduce it. That is what they are doing. That is exactly what they are doing. You disenfranchise a lot of people.
But another chance will be given maybe next year prior to the
yes, but once you have disenfranchised this person, and I say, Sanipa way, one to me and call register, and it be at the interest even to go and register when the main. Mame, sa ebene cancer bebe mass registration no. And no cry I any problems. We complain the EC doesn't mind us. So what stops you from expanding the thing? When we are telling you that we are the taxpayers, we are giving you the money, go and do the thing. Now boss me to me try what catch and say, oh I didn't do TRC o na omo patcho na time in NTI. Okay, omo kase fidie kese so. Time in NTI so. What you say? What you say and you do the right thing for us? Until me, I am not. And mame no, your friend is simple. Mame yana say Debbie, mame yana say appoint no is it High Court who said say judge no, Supreme Court ana. The mame to no. Say inti register so my date for registration no. Who say who I buy any? Hey. Also two coin. That is the reason why the hearing of the injunction couldn't come on. Date one more 17 year program. Yeah, one more date. Date now what?
Because the month of September,
and it is the responsibility of the registrar to give the date in consultation. Now we see what we will be to me. We see what to call Ghana bar whatever. Or buy us or something. Hey, Sanya, this will be trouble. No insinuate say. We are the court has been packed. But these are the truth on the ground. We perceive it to be so by your actions and inactions. So sit up and do the right thing for the citizens. Because you retire with your salary. Once you are on retirement, no, do the right thing for us. Don't bring chaos. Don't spill somebody's blood as a result of your parochial interest. These are the things we are looking for. Such an impunity.
Yeah, okay. Messages, then we quickly move on. Please. Okay, Munkala Jonah said, many thanks to you for bringing my all in all, my political sister and mother, Madam Ellen Amadeku, into your studio. Her submissions are splendid. He's always had her issues on point, void of any deviation. That's why people listen to her anytime she represents the Osono on air. In fact, NPP has really got undisputable assets, and I'm sure they will succeed as National Women's Organizer. Obekwana.
In fear me and Sansa. Nyami Mayan, say eminence 3 years away. Now, 3 years away, what's that? Near here, I say, breaking of the 8 year very important. Year no enough fair drinks.
Okay. And no air book, and no deba.
I didn't cry never ban, not buy ne buy no the beer go. You don't just send messages.
Mukaila doba if.
Odoba ifo pa.
Otete mabra bossa no mukaila odoba if.
Odoba hwe.
I say, please, this issue of going along with two guarantors to the district capital to guarantee for them, they can equally go to the registration center and ask natives in that town to guarantee for them. Because in Kwanta, for instance, we have almost all our towns, men and women living there. So let's rather advise them to do that. Okay. I say, also the Bahrain Biabro.
Or the ban answer or the abreme.
Please, I have brought some of the yams for you. Are you now bringing or you have already brought it? What's me you? What's it? Mukaila, what's me?
Not me alone, no. BMZ is here, Marjorie is here, Joe Ba.
Good afternoon. Kennedy is the only candidate who campaigns based on his vision for Ghana. The only reason why some MPP gurus don't want Ken is because of stealing. They know perfectly well that Ken won't allow that to happen under his government. Ken is the only hope now. Some of us are supporting Ken because of his vision, bravery, and the love he has for Ghana. Patriotism, honesty, and discipline. With Ken, yes, we can. Darlington, Edway, Ifritema, and our day a buyer. Yamsi, nothing can change the victory for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia come 4th November 2023 and 7th December 2024. Hashtag ordained by God. Abele Edway Ifrinumwa and Ode a buyer. Piti piti brim. Abrewanko JM. So you will not stop this your surgery and surgery and sugar coated Westpa. This is your worsened.
Maybe also sugary sugar coated and I say.
This your worsened you to opposition. And yes, sir, in opposition you are still using them. I don't know where it will take you to now because coming to power again, for foul. Okay, that's piti brim abrewanko and Odiwe buy. What's what the Bahrain Biaba? I feel no free cross. Abba, to the Bahrain Biaba. Pacho, what the Abba a goofy? What the Abba a goofy? Into no Unyanya Hoshi, into a mecanic be out the Bayera ban out the Bayera Broby. Ishraba and Nelka, Ashama Constituent, no say NDC will explain the new cocoa price tire. Next year will daze them. NDC never again. And what the Abba tell Mr. Sanita, not that from what? Is it Denyasi or what? You mentioned the town. Junasi or Junasi is just 1.5 miles. So he should be walking to yours when he get there.
I know. Before I saw Belfort Popona, you know.
I'll be walking from Cocoa office to yours anytime I go to yours.
Now, before I saw Belfort Popona, you know. Some people know her. So you also people who free us before say Belfort no. They won't say yes.
Some people my food once. Okay, Mr. Sanitano, this one they may chance here also with the leak tape saga. They say so far offense maybe a committee no almost sitting one dia kwa kudro ya one more free IG and SMB brief by na enra asamwa committee chairman era Samuel Atachia de ebetu jane say say echi no omo ka say tape no original one e wo ho almost said the pie ba bonten no doctor assistance na me bia fim yi bi afim ene ade akeka bi asisi ani honorable Atachia so eka ama Ghana man nyina so ate say almost say tape no a the same say almost aka omutie no first one na pie ba bonten no yasakra mu
am me do say so I hear me can say it is an afterthought say almost say previous tape na ye nyina ye TV na doctor da the undoctored one no omo be fat one but ma ye nyina ye analyze right now. I am confident say in my thinking the IGP will not be there by the next election and they're clear he will not be there. He will be removed. These machinations are the genesis of it. For someone to have de-interdicted the interdicted police personnel, it beats my imagination.
Someone like who?
No other person can do that apart from His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Because we are in the known. Say, His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Bawumia was in the meeting. The IGP was not there. The Interior Minister was there. The other people who matter, top people. Yes, they were there. So if these top class people have taken a decision and it is within 24 hours, yes, say that decision should be rescinded. And just say there's something fishy somewhere. One, you have dented the credibility of the chairman of this police council, which is His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. Unless they come and give some of us a very cogent explanation as to why there was enough merit. Is it that the council themselves came back to realize that they made the wrong move, so they've revised their note, or what? Because if we don't know that, then what we know is that it is the president who authorized. It cannot be the chief of staff. NTI alone has dented the credibility and image of His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. And that is not good at all. This tells, more or less put something out there as people have perceived. Say, he may not be his own mind, he has been bullied. In fact, Honorable Kennedy Japan came to say it. Said Dr. Muhammad Bawumia has been bullied, so and so and so. Are we to believe these things? Because some Crawford were taking decision on behalf of the state for security reasons. Now, most I turning upside down. I beat my imagination. So it tells me in my best eye view, say, the IGP on his way. He will not be there for 2024 election. That's what I see. Now, the demeanor of COP Alex Mensah we have said, or some of us have propounded, say, backbiting, backstabbing. But when you are caught, or when you are called to defend such a situation, I think, say, the way they went about it, has rather cast doubt on their own credibility. Because among the general public, if Philly say, and when I say, Pose ye shabu, and just say, ma say police, a friend say, IGP no crapo, Kokuna, man 1 second, Krabukuno. When him say it was published, allegedly, say the IGP has been, on 4 occasions attempted poisoning. So what can kaya? Right? Now, if all these things are going on, now when your opportunity, I bet such an august committee anymore. Now, interestingly and truthful to your word, you have admitted, say, voice never what tape no your voice. But of course, it be a certain part of it you feel, say, it has been doctored. And that should have ended the whole interrogation of the said people. Until for me, when he admitted it, I would have thought, say, Obeka say, yes, the voice is mine. But for the issues that I know are on the ground, it will not augur well for this nation if we go the way we want to go. And Kasada or no, he will be ceased to be called to come and testify. Now you apologize that yes, these are my voice, but there are other things that I wouldn't want to say. Their decision to say, some of the things should be held in camera. Too late, because after
that should have even started.
Yes, after he unleashed all those things with that venomous demeanor and all that, and man Crawford, I'm sure his own lawyers and other people called him and said, look, if you go at that tangent, a big crowd was some year the media wow, and then some also what can security issues. So better go there and say this thing. That is why now they are insisting that they want to say it in camera rather than to let everybody.
But I think that when they hosted the IGP, they had wanted to do it in camera, but also Professor Beno.
No, you see the genesis where the allegations came from. There was the need for the public also to know what the IGP was going to say and all that. Until I'm sure at a certain point they will truncate it and now all of them will go into. But you see, the IGP was very tactical in his answering all the questions that were put before him. Very tactical. In the sense that I perceived him as someone who didn't want to commit himself to go the tangents that they went, to ask questions, attack them, And then, because the tape is there for all of us to, to watch and listen how Ura Alex Mensah and other Ura Sari, they went about the whole thing. So if the IGP had gone the same tangent, and the fact is, so they are saying, say, IGP no or did tape no question or say recording we winning no man one orchestrated BBR. In fact, what I listened when what you played, the material now born cropono. Now, Edubabino, chairman Ibisa say, why are you describing yourself as is it best security, investigative, whatever? If you indeed you are, you should have known, say, what you were going to tell, whichever meeting you were going to have with anybody was very sensitive. And for that matter, you should have been careful the way you would go about it. But you went ahead spilling the beans. After spilling the beans, you came to even spill what? Bananas. You understand? The kind of boom, boom. Into Obia or Tiabontin Bia or Obia say, hey, Nkrofwe, a Timodini, so and so. And I will remind you of Kwame Nkrumah. He retired General Ankara because of incompetence and backbiting. Because of his dealing in diamond and other things. And now, at the time, Nkrumah wanted to ensure, say, police administration, they will not engage in the profiteering within the system. And retire Ankara. Ankara, you know what happened? When the coup was staged, Ankara was one of the pivot around which the coup revolved. DNM as head of state, right? And from the history I've read, if you look at Ora Alex Mensah's demeanor and everything, he's a very ripe tool for coup d'etat. And for that matter, even in his retirement, he should be watched carefully. I'm telling you. He should be watched because he is peeved. Bibi Shan also said 1 year IGP. Yes, very bitter. And such people, no, say, omoko retirement. Their movement should be monitored, especially going forward. Because the Kobasa Yanji Kinkre now Kobo Yaman Yabakan Kai. Minimum. And of course, they are security experts. And if they want to help in turning the system around, it is very possible. They have their friends within themselves. They have their friends with the other security agencies that if they want to, looking at his demeanor. So me, I am even scared of him. I am happy of the turn of events. But young witness the way I caused from the beginning. And in fact, I will also plead to say, truncating intentem na evidence be omagadano tabulating fankoto speaker and say the osma CM koyeno anya sa omankasa kro mote won stem because they are also human beings the betting at the end of the day yes you better be on the ground because they will tell their best friends say hey and they see honey na konka kra we won adru yeso na yeso ya better be you better have so and ya person ya can by you need source into me embo bidin and so now your information no the right one truncating in terms of the bear and for security
obi na akodi ne nkonkonsa upeu nkonkonsa ena papa no ekodi ye eno na yente ye ho asesa nkonkonsa no kodi ye because uhwe papa no na uhwe de wo timi kasa na onye obi a usuro obi nti so nkopese yetia enka odebeto abontima ye nyina yetie nti okokodi ne nkonkonsa ba say yeso ye kan ni ma bi se kurum ha ye wo mra etia se me ni wudi nkonkonsa obe record me se onim sa se ma ba wo ho wo pese record ya se o ka chem sa ma ne o kan die ebe ko tape so aha eti se o record obi secretly se oni ne bo nkomo se oni ni ye we no ama nipa na anye aware etia mra nanso nkonkonsa na okodi ye no na nkonkonsa emu edu eno ena ekolikiye ena ye parliament say anu edin if you say wo no wo ye COP na COP no ubedu ho no ene na ye last stop o meka say police impanyimfo no COP na ye last stop IGP a political appointment IGP a president any police council ena appointed eti aya political appointment there ya lobby Minnesota asia lobby bam COP ena ye ne meka say we dey rank eni wadwuma den ekokodu obi a obeba timi akodu COP na che say waye n'adwuma wache wo police nim papa is wey more than 31 years police service enti ohun se wa bobra akwanim enti me problem e won hu nie one ne nkwankonsa okodi ye say me bra e bona na adoda nkwa kufu adodin me boa ne nkwankonsa ba ko okodi ye me ye wraba o me adin abam ankan nkwankonsa yi omutu omo baabi enkan omo adwuma ho enkan omo job schedule ho omo sori asa anopa na police nkwankonsa nka omo plan ho nanso wakoye police panyin akoka asem na ediaba eni yakokwa na parliament yes ye be me first issue am was one akoye security issue na nkan say ye kan wa bonten parliament were right so betie parliament were right so be set committee but I think ye ni in camera if he say at least tape kakra na ye tie no ye hu say nsem akese e betimi apiem etika mumu kotie wie a mo report no mahwemu ndi baabi ansensen won maka wie na mo de abeto abonten ana mutie wie a ne mo pese mo de beto abonten no na mama yen yate ba mo mie ni mu saa emma papa chance yewura bugi na abu susu kotena ase onu so kansem eho onu I thank you onu na ekire mu se me na me record ye patcho ne me kan so watemase o kire mu na eho nso so me ne yewura COP mensa ewo enkomodie kakra enkomodie me ni wo mi so intelligence officer or experience obi a we experience wa Ghana ha a we politics ekire ache wonim yewura buri na abu onye stranger because stranger onye hoho ewo Ghana your politics obi a onim nu bia nso nim se papa no de wo si ye ne niema no ensem bi wo ho a ye mfa ne punu achi oye plain and open ukoka asem kire no na ho ba asem obekirikirem ana ohwe na asem na obeka kire na de asem ba onu so bebo ne ho ban sa no tie bacho ne ameka mini nse otimase a that is how he is enye obi a oye stranger eti se nkomo bi a anu ehye sa na wodi kwa kotu boss no eye me nwanwa se papa ye na adwen sa as an intelligence officer enye me ama na me kotena hokokan ye no aka se me ordinary citizen me political person me na me kama asem ena enye wo ne akasa o ye journalist ena nya me nua ne akasa o nanum keka no ena okeka nsam wo ye a whole COP who experience etika ba bi oto fire the sink onu ahu se e bi asem beba me first problem no second one asem ni ba wie ye no ye call ye frɛ wo no eye me a ena nka me na metu ne fu a ka asem mekani ebusuafo ya mpa maka asem na me dwen se me koka hwere me panyin bi ne ya pe solution me jitum ono akan se I am a sympathizer of the MPP intinsem bi ha me but ma anwi hu se baba be du saint me sramo man kan yi a me wura president fa che me esimasi fa che me Ghana fo nyina mo fa nche me me pa mo tro me pese asem me ne mo ka no wo kukuamu ho na ye solve ehɔ na ka ehɔ na immediately obi a ni bewu ne nyina ya sɔre ko ye fie ana patcho ne maji atumaka but na asem bi ehye me so eti we ama me ehun se me de fa ha ebe ye nti parliament ma fra me die me kan nsam na akyem na nso me nka no wo ha me sre obi a se me nkomo a me kɔbɔ ye ne pi abonte mo mfa nkyɛ me me wura IGP ye beba ne abɛka nsam minim se wate base nka ne first comment na no anu ye wie ba minim ni po tu ne fo na me papa panyi kwotena ase emu abufuo whatever it says sometimes one control ya what's a made the power nenso hwensama kese a okokan ye kekan ya ka say you IGP or ye the West IGP e wo Ghana ha onye correct oh eno ni asemi ti hu say obi abedwin say wo minasipobi etia IGP no na me question me busa ni yes we are sympathizer of the party nanso edu say ye lobby no so obi akọ lobby you wo lobby fa he wo dia da bi me paacho wo dia eno no ntimi nso ne nan opese oka na wakoka ense se oka ba ho se meka wo ntimi nso ne nan wakoka awie ukoka wie ye ne ye IGP dampare so lobby you independent bebrebe na ekọ ni obi a lobby ye na make an political appointment to lobby ne sen na amfa no so obi a waye adwuma kopim saa mmiri anu edin se obema eyawo aka no se aka no 2 days no call retirement enti hu ni se Yes, 16th in Oko. Aye. Enti uhu ni se adu point bi a se meka na masori akọ. Maka. Sa na du ye. I sympathize with him if he say adwuma bi am nsem wo mu. Se ye nyina beka anaye be tape. A ye di ye bosses ho nkonkonsa. Ka ye be pam ye firi enwumam ke ye doso. Yasam na ma ye ntia. Ye mu bi nsem a ye kan fa ye bosses ho no ho. Ono na ne de aba. Se onu se okọ ne ho nya me mobo se emrantie mienu bi na eka ho. Omo de omo still omo ye serving officers. It is a say on abrabo na beko ne sen. Thank you. Na ne onu so ntimi deny na nso e. Enti these are the issues and as a senka the bitterness or whatever it is nka o ma ne ba fom na odwen ni nuanom nketo no. Ba be it as it me. Wanye okekan sama kese. Nsem no kan ye no so na se committee ni opeso ye fair. No ma ye IGP kwan no so ba be kire ni nsem mu. Ana wa be ka me ho nsem sa na se me nso me ba. E na ye IGP so ba ye no so ba be ye PR work. PR excellent PR work na ye IGP be ye no. And I will give it to him. Me amanka me ye kura ma na chensa. Because se wa come ho nsem na ye se me ya ma me chance na me me yi me ho ano san me yi papa. Parliamentary committees am se kurom ha se parliament so hwe ade. Ye ti kurom ha na Ghana for me MP sika ho. Esimu finance minister yempeno NDC for show mu na ye ko impeach no na ye kopam no na ye set committee of parliament. Afa ye kodu ha ye wura finance minister na wa fa nsuo wa fa sapo wa fa samana adware ne hu fite wa committee ye nim. Ne wo kan ye ne wan kan afa wa ba mumusa na afa enkrofo tete ho.
That is go to your man's.
We busa question papa ya answer. Ye busa no se na ye IGP be ye IGP kwa de odi sufa mu finance minister nsu. Ye wie ye na committee of parliament aboa omo amom opportunity amom akire omo nsem mu akire Ghana for ntimi se meti we ye finance minister na ye IGP omo ye me study in PR and how to be said ye be ye do kugina ba bia obetimi agina ye yi ho ano. Yewra finance minister de bia me come se ni moja na ice papa no wa abotre se mi hia bi da no kwani na me anim because ensem ma ye ka kire papa no otimi kotena parliament e hye ne white wo kan we yi ano sa bi na IGP kwa ye enti parliament se mani abre se obi aye biribi na ho na mo ba be kye ne de a emfa yewra IGP ni ho son se si aye kasa yi die se ye kasa yi ne ho son copying evidence fufuro bi beba e kire se ne ho nye son. Number 2 nra yete ho ye adwen ye ho ye se nra de ni nya no mkoka no camera okay ti yewra national security kandapa e bae e na yewra bugri na abu nso so esan bae ye so oba na afedi odi tape fufuro ne bae bugri na abu ai yewra attach an e kan o se bugri na abu na di tape original tape no e ne bae etu omu tie wie ye no ena ma ye wura attach ya be kan say na kire say utie original tape na na ba ye na ye nyina ye nim no ye twitwa asi. Say question am be ni original tape no mo de be ma ye nsu ne atie bia na ni ahwese ne esi ko ye
no so go viral ya compare ya contrast
ha enti sa you say anyway say you are bugu na abu nso kan no kire so ono na record e enti obe wo original na obe wo ne ye twitwa nsu asi. Enti ye say am omu nyina break obi ankotie nyame bo a 5 days in October omu betena si throughout ne ye tie ni nyina ne ye kan wie they say ni omu be in October ne ye be say abe na obontin and as say the abontin de ne ye wie ye ko inside
no but mama I think
me die me ne me dwe me ni me ne be ma be ya adwen wo ha ne aka na omu ye no inside anke ye ne enti American ni police asem. You might not like the IGP. You be an IGP no one penasem. And ya by force say so penasem. Yera Alex Menson. Yera Alex so e be an ani obeye no so ni hu ye wahi. One penasem. Yera bugri na abu ni ono so ye wani nye ho. Ba ye police no internal security se Ghana inside ha. Omo na omo boy ho ban. Enti omo nsem bi ni ye kata so kakra ke beboa. Me am say I don't think say me hia Se mehu say Bugri na abu asem ka ya nokura na anye nokure. Mehu dida, ya say ya nokure. Enti the police operations na happen na ne okwan mo fa so ye omo niam ne ehu hia me. Ne ehia me ne san roba nche me wokwan so empira me fi obi ma ho. Na ye nkata so kakra ne ye moye police fo ne ho ban. Minim se ne abayi, ebe force o mama mo sesa ne ma bebre. Ba ye mo ho ban. Ye mpo ne ye nso ye wono no.
I think moving forward, parliamentary committees of this nature, it should be held in camera. It is not by force. TV because they are serious, very very serious. Or viral will be a Betty B. Nigeria on Betty what?
That's Ellen Amadeku and Mr. Yasanita no Madaroma and Obebuaman Conjugated. So, you for another month and chame why me brenna aye be nyame ya domo next week maybe a mana to mama mododo. I said ye me mu say bia che. Ye de month and chame me an me musa why. Nyame ya domo next week ye ba. Me say memma mo e ho be 10 minutes. Na mo dia fayam flat ya say. Me do bibia onya abotre eji bre etie yen ase. Production crew Jordan me ado Magero Sajima Freeman and I suffer. The man and I suffer me wish mu speedy recovery. Why? Rade empeja na yare sabasa no wo so na mo hontomo. Mo san emra na muni we mani nka a. E da bibia oti yasemidin e de MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO makrao. Wanye afo galacha agachuma wanye amenyamfen. Ameka minyamatu ameka onyangotu ameka wanyangwatumo.